Holding incompetent officers accountable is vital for restoring public trust and ensuring that integrity and professionalism are prioritized in law enforcement, just like this first officer who tried to bully a civilian.
Okay. Someone passed her by or whomever called said it was a white vehicle sitting along the power lines.
I'm sitting on the power lines or sitting in a public street.
What's that?
I'm sitting in a public street minding my business. That's all I'm doing. Yeah.
Okay, well, we got a call for a suspicious vehicle. We're just checking on said vehicle. Are you the owner of the car, sir?
I'm sorry, I'm not going to answer any questions. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Can I get a badge number?
It's 37.
And his name?
Sergeant Brian Gilmore.
Brian Gilmore. Okay.
Would you like to speak to him as well?
No, thank you.
Okay.
I just want to mind my business, man. People drive by here, see me parked here doing nothing wrong.
Amendment right, not talk to us.
Yes, because I'm not doing anything illegal, right? Literally just parked in a public street. That's right.
Okay, well.
Just because somebody called in a suspicious car doesn't mean you're doing anything illegal. Did they specifically identify something illegal that I was doing? Was I trespassing?
At this point, the reason we're requesting the identification is number one, we identify everybody we talk to. It's part of our routine.
Here's some crucial background. People are typically free to refuse to answer questions without facing immediate jail time under the Fifth Amendment of the United States Constitution. It seems like our officials here have forgotten everything about that. If people saw my channel, perhaps they would have a better understanding of effective law enforcement practices.
It's accepted, and it's something that's been approved by the Supreme Court.
It's not been
and the United States Supreme Court.
It's not been approved by any Supreme Court.
Okay, all right. Well,
unless
you
have
reasonable, disagree
reasonable,
all you want, but just because you think so doesn't.
Unless you have reasonable suspicion of a crime.
Okay. Well,
I don't have to provide any ID, sir.
But you're on one of our streets in our town, and in order for you to leave, you're going to have to be legally able to drive.
Who pays for these streets, sir?
Excuse me?
Who pays for the street?
Upper Chichester Township.
The township, right?
Yep.
The people. It's a taxpayer-funded street, right? And that means I can park here. I can travel through here also. I can stop on the streets. It's not illegal for me to do that. In your investigation, what have you concluded that I've done that's illegal?
That I have somebody that's refusing to provide identification.
And that's not illegal. Am I under arrest?
Sir. Under the vehicle code?
Am I under arrest?
Huh? You're not. You may be, and we'll have to find that out.
So are you threatening me with arrest?
Am I threatening you? No, I am not threatening you.
This individual must have dealt with self-proclaimed know-it-alls previously too.
Sir, well, conduct your job. I'm not providing any ID because I didn't commit any crimes.
You don't need to commit a crime for us to ask you to
yes,
provide
you
ID,
do.
sir.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You need RAS. Without RAS, there's no probable cause.
Okay,
is that illegal? Can you just come here and identify me?
They didn't say you were a pink flamingo either, so
well, that's fine, but I'm not providing any ID. Where do we go from here? I didn't do anything illegal. You're threatening me with arrest.
I'm telling you that you need to provide identification. You're
I'm not providing any investigation.
You are required.
Do your investigation. Go and talk to the person who called and find out what I did that was illegal. Talk to them. Do your investigation. Do a thorough investigation. You just don't come here and talk to me. Talk to them, see what I did. Because they called, so talk to them. I didn't do anything wrong. You're not going to force me to identify.
Do anything wrong,
but do an investigation to see if I did anything wrong.
And in the state of Pennsylvania, if you're operating a motor vehicle, which is what you're doing.
I'm not operating a motor vehicle.
You absolutely are.
I'm parked on a public street.
You're in command and control of the vehicle.
I'm parked on a public street.
If you were under the influence of alcohol or another drug, I could arrest you for DUI, but you're not.
I'm parked on a public street.
Okay.
Good. That's all I'm doing here. I'm parked on a public street. Doing nothing illegal. You're not providing me the case number?
That's correct.
Okay, well then you're not getting any ID.
Okay.
What's the next step?
You'll probably get a citation for failure to provide driver's license.
Sergeant Gilmore, finally realizing how silly his actions were, decided to do this.
Can you call the dispatcher and give me this incident number? I'd like to document this.
You can stop at our police station and grab the incident number.
So you're not providing incident number?
I don't have an incident number until I go back and do the report. I can't just pull one out of thin air.
I applaud this man for being aware of his rights and refusing to be exploited.
I'm not going to be surprised. I'm sorry. Sure. Hey, can I come in there? Hey, do you mind giving me incident number, please?
Yep.
That's all I wanted.
Last name's Clapp, badge number's 44.
Thank you, Clapp.
Hey, have a good one.
I just want an incident number. Literally, that's all.
We don't generate an incident number until it clears. All right.
Until it clears what? Like the call?
The radio system, yep.
So you're about to clear it, I would assume?
You can get it tomorrow, okay?
Fortunately, not all police officers are naive, and he locates another one who has the common sense to provide him with the incident number he needs. If you're bad-mouthing the last cops, wait till you see how a journalist was pushed to the ground and handcuffed while covering a news conference.
Oh my God!
February 8th, 2023, a journalist was broadcasting a news conference about a train derailment in Ohio. Two state highway patrol troopers and the Ohio National Guard's Major General John Harris asked Lambert to stop his live reporting, and that's when an argument started. Major Harris argued that Lambert was being loud and disruptive, but what right does he have to boss and threaten him around?
You were told to shut it down, you continue to go. Now. Go. Now. Or you can go to jail. Sir. You want to go to jail for criminal trespassing? Do you want to go to jail for criminal trespassing? Do you understand?
You know how quickly our lawyers will get me out?
I don't care.
Sir, can we
I don't care.
Let's go outside. Let's talk outside.
Go.
Let's talk outside.
Come on, out the doors. Out the doors. Out the doors.
By other media right here. I'm going to listen.
I don't care. You're going to walk out the door.
I'm going to listen.
You're going to walk out the door.
Do not touch me.
Come on out, sir. You're going to walk out the door, or you're going to jail.
Do not touch me.
Sir, can we talk outside, please?
I am trying to listen,
outside, please.
and he escalated with me. I am doing my job. This is covered by the First Amendment.
Excuse me, sir. I'm the building supervisor here. Please leave.
There you have it.
You're going to stand outside, or you're going to jail. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, out. You're under arrest.
The journalist was in his right to do his job. He didn't do anything to warrant the treatment he got next.
Oh my God! You guys, this is bad. Stop.
I am on the ground. What are you trying to do?
Stop resisting. Stop this. Oh my God. Stop. You wouldn't get this. This is so bad.
Put your leg behind your back.
Lay flat.
Lay flat, please.
You guys, he's a national correspondent. You cannot do this.
I'm a reporter with News Nation. It's all being recorded right now.
I hope it is.
This is
Excessive
horrible.
force because you can't talk to people about doing their jobs.
Oh my God, I cannot believe this.
What's that?
This is horrible.
This is what it's like to be a black reporter in 2023.
Evan, I'm so sorry. Evan, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Sia.
Roll over, sir.
Lambert was thrown to the ground and handcuffed. Does a major have that much authority? Afterwards, the reporter's manager came to clarify his case.
Rudeness or disrespect or anything. We've been waiting for, we were up there, we had a live shot scheduled to report on it at 5:15. Okay. That's locked in stone. So, coincidence of all coincidence, the governor literally walks out at 5:15. It's the worst possible timing in the world, okay? But there's nothing that we can do about that. He's committed to doing his live shot. He's got people talking to him.
The reason why he is where he is, he was told to leave. He refused to leave.
Okay.
Then the building superintendent comes over and says, I don't want you here.
Okay.
He still refused to leave.
I didn't
so now
witness
he's arrested.
I didn't witness any of
That's his own fault he's arrested. All he had to do was pipe up.
I didn't.
And he just kept on arguing with
All
us.
I'm telling you is, from the television standpoint of
I understand what you're trying to do.
It's
I understand
television.
you guys have a
It's
job
just-
to do.
Yeah.
But when he's told to leave
understand.
by law enforcement,
I can't speak to that.
That's an
But
issue.
what I thought I might just be able to give you some insight on
I understand.
If you look at it from the broadcaster's side, the reporter did nothing wrong. He was just following orders, and he knew he was following the Constitution as well. Governor DeWine did not know that the reporter was making this request, nor did he ask that the reporter cease his live broadcast, according to his office. We are unable to comment on the circumstances leading up to the reporter's arrest because the governor was not present when the broadcast concluded. All charges on the journalist were dropped after the news broke of his arrest. This last case had one arrogant major who got battered by the public's opinions, but this next one had a female cop that was beyond dumb.
That's not my problem.
I don't want to take you to jail, but also, I'm doing my
You
job.
clearly do.
An angry female cop approached an unidentified person who was just strolling about Jacksonville.
Is there a reason I'm doing a job? Yeah, to make money.
Okay, people have just been calling, just thinking it's kind of weird.
It's journalism. I'm sorry.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, it's protected under the First Amendment, so
I'm not saying you're not.
sorry about that.
All right, but hold on. Hold on.
Am I being detained?
Yeah, right now.
For what? For which crime?
So I'm further investigating why you're locked in
What crime? That's not a crime. Walking around isn't a crime. You have to articulate a crime before you can detain me. Supervisor. Yep. You can't detain just anyone. You have to articulate a crime. You're incorrect. Get your supervisor and let's find out.
He's probably the type to run from real challenges, opting instead to pick on innocent civilians over the most trivial matters.
So you're not identifying yourself, you're refusing?
What crime have I committed?
So at the end of the day, if law
it's not the end, it's the beginning.
Listen to me for a sec. So if law enforcement requests your identification, right? Your name, your date of birth, your ID card, your driver's license number, you are obligated to give that to law enforcement.
No, you're not.
Okay.
Not unless you can articulate a crime.
So I can articulate that this
walking around is not suspicious. Isn't a crime.
Okay, but it is something we have to investigate.
It's not a crime, so I don't have to comply with anything. I don't have to help you in your investigation.
Okay. Well, I am asking you to identify yourself. You are refusing.
Haven't committed a crime.
That doesn't matter.
It does matter. No, I do not.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Name and badge number, please.
My name is Corporal Tim Bureau. My officer number is 674.
Thank you.
Jackson Police Department.
Thank you.
You live around here?
I'm not answering any questions.
Okay. Well, you have a nice day then, okay?
Thank you. Am I free to go?
Yeah, you've been free to go this whole time.
She told me I've been detained.
Oh, okay.
Twice now. So I'm detained?
Well, you want a supervisor?
Am I detained?
I'm trying to identify you.
That's not happening. Am I detained?
Well, at the end of the day, I'm trying to identify you.
That's not my problem. I don't have to further your investigation for you. That's your job.
Knowing fully well that she could not lawfully hold him, she attempted to sidestep the subject at hand. In the meantime, another officer, maybe sensing the absurdity of the situation, signaled to our buddy that he might go.
Apparently you have no idea how it works. You can't walk up to a citizen not committing a crime and demand ID. That's not how this works.
Okay. So you know the law more than
I do, actually. It turns out that I do. You say I'm a journalist.
Well, how is that obvious?
I'm gathering content for a story.
Okay, well,
who else does that? Do mechanics do that? Excuse me?
I said everybody with a cell phone isn't a journalist.
If they choose to be, they are. It's in the Constitution.
Okay. Cell phones make you a journalist?
If that's what you choose to do, yeah.
Okay.
This arrogant cop thought he was being clever, but anybody may videotape on public land without facing legal repercussions because of the First Amendment. This friend of ours maintains his position and strikes their ego really hard. These police officers' ignorance of the rules they're tasked with enforcing is quite disgraceful.
We're not in court, sir.
We can be very easily.
I would like to avoid that.
I would rather not, because this is going to keep happening until you guys are taught a lesson.
What's that, sir?
That you can't bully people into giving ID when you don't suspect a crime.
Sir, nobody is trying to bully you into anything.
She just told me she could take me to jail if I don't give her my ID.
What she's trying to make sure you understand is when law enforcement are investigating something.
They can investigate whatever you want. You have to suspect me of a crime.
Is this where our taxes go these days? Truly despicable.
Right now you're detained.
Okay. For what crime do you suspect me of?
Because she's following up on investigation.
What crime do you suspect me of?
Suspicious activity.
It's not. So suspicion is a crime.
Are you going to give her your name and information?
No.
Turn off the James back.
Okay.
This man here was wrongfully detained, arrested, and later charged with resisting a public safety officer and obstructing an investigation. And now an innocent guy who was simply out on a walk has to deal with a criminal record for the rest of his life. If you thought cops behave like the street, you'd be surprised to know that you'll find them at the police stations too.
Yeah, sir, I have paperwork to turn in. Don't walk away from me.
Don't you tell me what to do.
Sir, you're a public servant, I'm telling you.
This auditor filed a complaint about their heedless activities at the Maryland Capitol Police Headquarters in Annapolis. This is an authorized and legitimate activity. However, he is taken aback by what he discovers as soon as he enters the building.
Yep. So I was here a couple weeks ago, and I turned this in, and it wasn't,
Hold on. Let me get a police officer for you.
Okay.
Have a seat right there. What's your name?
I'd rather not give that.
The name is on your complaint, right?
No, it's not.
You'd rather not give your name for the officer to come out here and address you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I checked, so there's no sergeant around.
Okay. So what's that supposed to mean? I'm not allowed to turn in my complaint now?
It's not that you're not allowed to turn in your complaint. There's no one to accept it from you.
Okay, well, we're during business hours on a Tuesday afternoon, ma'am.
Well, this is session. Maryland General Assembly is in session right now.
Right down the street.
A lot of the officers are out on patrol.
Okay, well, we're
rally,
gonna have to call one over here to do their job, ma'am.
Well,
You can't.
You don't talk to me like that. I'm not a police officer.
Okay.
I'm trying to assist you.
I'm not talking to you like anything. I'm just saying you're gonna have to call a police officer down here. You can't deny me of public services,
I'm not
man.
denying you anything.
Well, you're telling me there's no sergeant to come down here and do the job. I'll sit over here and ring the doorbell, man. How about that? So what you're saying is there is a sergeant here. Oh yeah. Let's explain a big lie before you come out here, because you just told me there's no sergeant here. So how are you speaking to a sergeant? How are you speaking to a sergeant then, ma'am? How are you speaking to a sergeant if there's not one here? You want to answer that question? How are you speaking to a sergeant if there's not a sergeant here?
Hi, sir.
Hi, who are you, ma'am?
I'm Sergeant Alexander.
Sergeant Alexander, can you tell me why this lady just lied to me and said there's no sergeant here in the building?
What is it that you need?
Can you tell me, the first thing I need is you to tell me why she just lied to me and told me there's no sergeant in the building.
Okay, well. I said that could handle your issues.
No, you said there's no sergeant here.
Well, I said that could handle.
Ma'am, it's all on videotape. If you want to sit down and go over it, we can sit down and go over it and you can see where you're wrong.
The receptionist immediately puts up unwarranted opposition to the auditor. She doesn't even know who he is or what he wants, yet she still behaves so badly. It begs the question of how awful the rest of her squad is.
And regardless, it's during business hours on a business day. There has to be somebody to accept this. So then why did she say he wasn't here? Why did she say he wasn't here then? What is the issue? I'm trying to turn in paperwork. I don't know why the lady that came out there who was originally going to help me came out and said, oh, there's no sergeant here to help you, and just shook her, so. Okay. Well, so what is that supposed to mean? Well, I'm just saying they're all on legislation, so.
We were.
Okay, so what is that? You got down here pretty quick, didn't you?
There's another door.
You got down here pretty quick for being in legislation, aren't you?
Do you have a problem?
You see how quick, I do have a problem. You see how quick you got down here when you thought that I was causing a disturbance or when someone cried to call you down here, but nobody could come down here to help me 2 seconds ago. Yeah, sir, I have paperwork to turn in. Don't walk away from me.
Don't you tell me what to do.
Sir, you're a public servant. I'm telling you.
No, you're not telling me.
I'm telling you.
Do you want to get arrested again?
Sir, I'm doing, sir, this is legal.
Give me the papers.
Yeah, it's going to be date, stamp, and a copy to return to me.
I have a date stamp.
Well, that's how it's done, sir. That's the official way it's done. You can't change protocol. You can't change protocol just because you don't want to deal with me, sir.
I do want to deal with you.
Okay, then please, I need these stamped, copied, and returned to me. I need a date stamp. You guys have that.
Where?
Back in the office, sir.
We're the only one.
Every police station has that.
Can I see what you're talking about?
No, you can get a date thing and you can come out here and then you can stamp my paperwork.
One of two ways. You either cooperate
with me. Well, no, sir, there's only one way this is handled.
You're either going to cooperate with me.
Sir, there's a legal way of doing this. Okay, so then why is it that I'm asking them to simply stamp it, sir? I'm asking them to
stamp it as received.
At last, an officer recognizes the existence of a received stamp. I'm not sure why, but this person is able to recognize it and take care of it for him.
Ma'am, I'm doing legal business.
Come with me.
I was told by the commissioner that I could do this. This is legal business. I have legal business. No, ma'am, this is legal business. I'm in a public lobby.
I'm going to be here and I'm going to help you.
Okay.
Outside because you're disturbing.
I'm not disturbing anything, ma'am.
You're disturbing.
No, I'm not, ma'am. I'm asking them to do their job. They're disturbing it by refusing me services, ma'am.
What do you need?
I need these stamped and returned to me.
Simply see how she is pushing the cops aside to make room for herself. She is obviously angry that she has to help this person and deal with him. She's totally engulfed in corruption.
I need these done properly. I'm not interfering with the flow of business. They're refusing to do it.
Hey, I want 2 sergeants here and a lieutenant. That's it. Everyone else can go.
What's up, Barnes? How you doing, buddy? How you doing, man? Good, man. How you doing? Good. I'm hanging in there, buddy. I'm hanging in there. I'm trying to fill out complaints for what happened that day, but they're being ignorant about it. And so why is it they can't come down here pretty quick to try and help me? Because you came in here huffing and puffing, sir. You threatened 3 times. You threatened 3 times to arrest me. You said you can leave or you're going to be arrested. So that's how I thought you were going to arrest me, because you said it, sir. It came out of your mouth. That's why I thought that.
You might want to look at your camera.
I have it.
You might want to look at that.
You might want to look at it.
All right, that's enough.
Get him out of here.
Go on.
Get him out of here.
I'm waiting for my paperwork, sir.
Go outside with
No, sir. This is a public lobby.
Michael Wilson, the head of police, arrives on the scene. Watch how naive he is about the auditor while he conducts a legitimate audit. He just can't seem to get that it's permissible to file a complaint against a public official.
Business, sir.
You have been told 3 times not to
and
come.
I'm waiting
listen,
for
look at me.
And I've been told by the commissioner that if I have legal business, I can come in this office, sir.
You have been told 3 times not to trespass into this building because you create a problem when you're here.
I'm doing legal business,
Now
sir.
I'm telling you to leave the building.
I'm doing legal business,
If you don't
sir.
leave the building, you're going to get arrested again.
I'm doing legal
and
business,
again,
sir.
and again.
I'm doing
you're
legal
not
business,
to come back
sir.
here.
I'm doing
It's
legal
not
business,
legal
sir.
business.
It is, sir.
Get out or get locked
I have
up.
a right.
Lock him up.
Sir, I have a right to file
You're
grievances.
under arrest for trespassing.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you
Rebecca, can you just please give me my paperwork so I can leave?
It's too late for that.
Sir, Rebecca, what is going on out here?
You're under arrest for trespassing.
I'm not, sir. I'm doing legal business.
You've been told to
I'm waiting for my paperwork so I can leave. Ma'am, please, that's all I'm waiting for so I can leave. Sir, I'm gonna come back here.
I'm gonna move.
This is I have a right to file these complaints, sir. Yeah, my cell phone. No. My keys, my cell phone, my wallet. I don't understand why I'm being arrested. I literally, okay. Sir, I was told that if I had legal business, sir, I have a legal right to be here if I'm filing a grievance, sir. I'm filing a grievance, sir. Sir, I'm filing a grievance. I'm allowed here. Sir, this is a violation of 18 Code US 242. It's a deprivation of public services. I have a right to file grievances with my government, sir. I was told by the commissioner when he arrested me unlawfully out here last time and lied upon me and I was taking the commissioner, I asked them, well, how is it that I can come back here to do this because I need, and they said you are allowed back there if you have legal and lawful business. They told me that filing this complaint is legal and lawful business. So how is it that I'm being trespassed? Or how is it I'm being arrested for trespassing if I have a complaint that I filled out and filed?
Your initial time that you came in, you were trying to get an investigation started.
I was trying to find out why my tags have been taken off my car.
I got you.
And that's when I was arrested down here.
Is this the second time you've filled out this paperwork? Who'd you fill it out on the first time?
You can see both of them right there. No, it's not the same thing. No, they're for different incidents, different days, different incidents.
I got you.
I filled out different incident forms for different days. So I didn't want to put 5 incidents on one thing, you know what I mean? So that's why, yeah.
So the first one was for the tags and all that.
And if you thought the last cops were aggressive, wait till you see this next one who just wanted to attack innocent civilians.
I am in the city of Waterbury, Connecticut, and we're going to perform a First Amendment audit on the Waterbury police station. See if they respect our right to film. It's funny if they're not going to be happy with us filming, because they're sure as hell filming us. So, officer coming out right there. That's pretty good, no issue so far.
As we can observe, he's peacefully filming on public property and not harming or interfering with anyone's business. But of course, the corrupt cops always feel threatened.
What are you taping?
Just getting footage.
Oh, it's like just of the building? Or
yeah.
Any specific reason?
Just getting content for a story.
What kind of story?
Well, it's not published yet, so I'm not going to divulge what it is. What's your name and badge number?
Sergeant Frank Leon.
Thank you. What's your badge number?
738.
Thank you.
You got ID on you?
Yeah. No.
Yeah. We need ID. We need ID.
For a First Amendment protected activity?
Well, it's actually a security issue.
Security issue?
Yeah, you're videotaping the police station.
I'm a journalist getting content for a story.
Which is fine. So you have no problem then giving us
Why would I have to give you my ID for performing a legal activity?
How do we know it's legal?
I'm on a public sidewalk.
How do we know you're not planning on blowing up the building? Shooting up
I have no ill will, if that's what you're asking.
What's always a shock is how little these cops often know about their own statute of laws, leaving it on the citizens to school them about First Amendment activities.
That's the beauty of the Constitution. You don't need to know that, right? I'm filming in a public...
Okay, and we're legally asking you for your ID.
And that's a lawful order?
That is a lawful order.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Okay, well, I'm not going to provide my ID.
Okay.
There's no reason I haven't performed any illegal act. I'm on a public sidewalk, as you can see.
Yes, filming the police department.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be secure. We don't want people coming here and
This is
shooting
a
the place
public
up.
building.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that and there is very public.
It's
a secure building.
We own this building.
It's not a public building.
This is not a public building?
You can't go in and walk around.
In the lobby? In the lobby?
Yeah, in the lobby.
Yeah.
You're allowed in the
This is a
lobby.
public building. I'm filming from the outside on a public space.
You're not allowed to videotape the police station.
You most certainly can. You sure about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I am.
You're sure about that as well?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to provide my ID. I haven't performed any illegal activity. Can you articulate a crime I've committed, or?
Reasonable suspicion.
Of what crime?
I don't know if you're about to blow up the building, if you're setting
Well, can you articulate a crime I've committed?
You're videotaping secure areas of the police.
That's not a crime. So I'm going to need you to let me know what crime I've committed.
Reasonable suspicion. You do not have to commit a crime.
Okay, am I being detained right now, or am I free to go?
Yes, you're
Okay, under what suspicion of what crime?
Reasonable suspicion. I don't know.
Are you
why
sure
you're
about
out
this?
here.
I'm positive.
Okay.
So
I would ask for a supervisor to come out at this point because. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
provide identification or not?
I'm not providing any identification. I've done nothing wrong.
Your back is being detained.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna hold the camera.
Just like that, for simply inquiring about the specific law that he was breaking, he straight away gets detained for reasons that are wholly unconstitutional, since the auditor wasn't getting in any officer's way. What's interesting is that today, these cops would still defend their actions. There is no law that prohibits you from filming a police department. It only alters into a crime when you're impeding or getting in the way of officers going about their duties. This makes the officers guilty for falsely charging the auditor with interfering with an officer. Connecticut Statute 53-167A. These so-called cops are meant to be fully aware of the law. Just like the last case, take a look at how little this next cop knows about the Constitution.
And you're threatening to take me to jail. And so I shouldn't be getting upset?
I don't call it a threat, sir.
No, it's a threat. That is a threat.
This is Texas police officer Scott Harrell, who on April 19th approached Christopher Schull at a gas pump, accusing him of speeding through the parking lot at Buc-ee's in Texas City.
I don't think I did anything wrong. I just came over to get gas.
You were speeding and you cut through parking spaces. You know you can't do that.
It's just going to be confirmed on Robert. I didn't think I was doing anything, man.
You
all
looked
I
around.
was coming to get gas.
Yep. Oh, are we gonna go back and forth, or are you just gonna?
You asked me a question. You want me to answer it or not? I'm not.
Okay.
Christopher's calm demeanor and compliant attitude was not enough Officer Harrell, who clearly wanted this interaction to escalate.
If anything, I thought I was going even slower than normal.
No, sir.
Normally people don't even park where you park, and that's the direct path to the gas pumps.
Through the parking spaces is the direct.
I do realize that. I know that there's parking spaces there.
And you almost hit that car that was turning right there. I was watching, man. As soon as you cut in front of me like that, I was like looking and I watched it happen. So
I come here every day. There's almost never, ever anybody. You were sitting there this morning. Now, last week for about 3 days, someone was parking there. But if I come here 365 days a year, which I do, there's someone sitting there maybe 10 times. So there's never, ever a car there. So yeah, I go through there because it's the straight path from the entryway to here, which is what you're going to see everybody else doing.
Christopher knew the area like the back of his hand. He was a local, so there was really no need for him to speed or take a route that would land him in trouble with the cops.
I come here every day, dude. I send pictures of my wife, the price of the gas here every day when I come through.
Okay, look.
So anyway.
Here's the deal, man. I'm not going to go back and forth and all that. I'm not going to write you tickets, but the only reason I'm not writing you tickets is because I'm out of tickets right now. Okay, otherwise you would be receiving a citation.
For what? What did the citation? I'm just curious.
Disregarding traffic control device.
Said he'd already handed out all his tickets for the day to anyone he could find, whether they deserved it or not.
Nobody likes it, okay? But you know you did wrong. You know you're not supposed to cut through the parking lot. And instead of being like, oh yeah, I messed up, sorry, it won't happen again, you want to sit here and go back and forth with me. Right?
There's a lot better things than this to be doing for you.
The cop was totally over the top, expecting the driver to admit fault and apologize when he could have just been cool about it. Like Christopher pointed out, instead of wasting time arguing, he could have been out catching real criminals. What the cop said next makes you wonder if freedom of speech is only for the big shots.
You're right, I was working on a report.
You can be over here, there's people right now running 90 miles an hour on the thing.
You want to go to jail?
So,
you want to go to jail? You could go to jail for this.
You can do what you want to do. I can't stop.
I don't want to take you to jail.
No.
That is definitely a waste of my time. Okay, but the attitude is not necessary.
I agree.
And props to Christopher for standing his ground against that cop who was threatening him with jail over basically nothing. It takes guts to stand up to that kind of intimidation.
I have a camera on. I can't be rude to you.
Okay. All right.
I will get in trouble. You go file a complaint. Based on my behavior, they will decide whether or not to get me in trouble. Write me up.
I'm not worried about that. We're good, man.
Okay. All right, well, I'll make sure that I'm there all the time. If I see it happen again, then...
Okay.
Just as he was about to depart, Christopher gets pulled back in yet another game of cat and mouse this officer seemed to be playing.
Anything here on this parking lot like that?
I could also take you to jail for Class B reckless driving.
Okay.
Or Class A reckless driving. Because you did almost hit that car.
I didn't almost hit anybody. I was nowhere near. There's cameras everywhere. You can do what you want to do, Harold. I can't stop you. If you want to be this way, then that's up to you. I'm trying to be reasonable.
Officer Harrell's statement that he could take Christopher to jail for reckless driving seems excessive. His role is to enforce the law, not to arbitrarily threaten citizens with arrest based on assumptions.
You're the only one who's getting upset.
I'm upset because I think this is ridiculous. I think this whole thing is ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous.
What do you think is ridiculous?
That we're even talking about nothing happened. And here we are talking, and you're threatening to take me to jail.
No,
and so I shouldn't be getting upset?
I don't call it a threat, sir.
No, it's a threat. That is a threat.
Christopher's frustration is relatable. Threats of arrest can rile anyone up, especially when they feel unjustified. Christopher was not buying the cops' threats, calling them out for what they were.
You're threatening me under color of law now to take something on private property, which I don't believe you even have the authority to do.
It's a dictionary term, sir.
Okay.
It comes from black laws.
No, it's not. It's a Class A misdemeanor for you to threaten to arrest me over something that you know is not really true. But that's okay.
What's the penal code on that, sir?
Trust me. That's okay.
Trust you.
Okay. We're good.
Trust you.
We're good.
I don't feel like we are. I feel like this is this is a problem.
How is it a problem?
I feel like you're going to continue to commit these behaviors that are unsafe and put people at risk.
The cops trying to pin something on Christopher for what he might do in the future is just ridiculous. Imagine if we started arresting folks for things they haven't even done yet. That's just not right, plain and simple.
So you don't feel like you did anything wrong? Something that's possible they may do in the future. So now we're playing Jean-Claude Van Damme future cop, and you need to stop me from something I may do in the future. That's now your position? You're feeling like you should take action because maybe sometime in the future I might possibly continue to do something? Come on.
That excuse the cop gave for harassing someone was pretty lame, but what happened next really showed how powerless Officer Harrell was.
17 Woodside Drive, 2 males, one in the main car with a gray shirt and a white undershirt with camo pants, black hat. The other male's going to be a little bit shorter with a black shirt, black loose fitting pants, just kicked in the front door.
We'll do this a different way then.
I have an injury on my left arm.
Would you like 2 sets of handcuffs?
No, my head hurts.
Okay, we can do 2 sets of handcuffs.
Right there, guy.
I know, we can do 2 sets of handcuffs. Well, sir, I'm concerned that you're going to continue to do this unsafe behavior. So,
even after successfully detaining Christopher, Officer Harrell's insecure ego made him play out this little good cop routine.
Okay, but I mean, you wanted to sit here and argue with me about what I observed with my own eyes. Okay, I'll go get a copy of the video.
I didn't think we were close, Harold, at all. I didn't think I was supposed to
hit
you're talking about the white truck.
Vehicle. Yes, you even know what truck I was talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I didn't think we were close, sir. I really didn't.
No, you were very close. They had to slam on their brakes. I watched it happen. Okay, you came flying through the parking lot.
Harold just wouldn't let up on this poor guy, pushing his own twisted version of events. However, at the moment, Christopher was more worried about towing his car, to which Officer Harrell has the most ironic answer.
I don't want to tow it, because that'd be being a real... I'm trying not to be... Okay, what would you like me to do with the car, sir? I'm going to ask one more time, and then I'm going to have to have it towed.
Can we back this down, dude? Can we cool off here, please? I'm sorry, I will.
You have forced my hand at this point.
I will.
Because if I don't go and see this through to its conclusion, I know you're going to go to the police department and file a complaint on me.
It looks like the real reason he detained Christopher was to stop him from going and filing a report. It's these cops and their egos that end up exposing their own corrupt careers.
Complaint's not going to do anything because I have it all on video. Everything is recorded. I don't talk to anyone in the public unless I have my camera on. Okay?
I'm not going to go complain to Carol at all. I'm just a little upset because I really, honestly...
Sir, I watched it happen. I was working on a report. I definitely have better things to do.
I didn't think that I did anything, Harold. I didn't think I did anything.
Well,
and
a lot of people don't think that. But I explained it to you, and then you wanted to argue with me.
Because I didn't think I did anything, Harold.
I know I look young. This is not my first day on the job, sir. I promise.
It's nothing to do with any of that. I didn't think I did anything.
You almost hit that white truck.
And that proves Christopher's point all in all. Under the law, arguing with a police officer can only lead to arrest in cases where the officer interprets the behavior as disorderly conduct, obstruction of justice, or resisting arrest.
It's gonna be on the cameras. I'm gonna get copies of it.
I didn't think I did anything that was frustrating for me to try to explain to you that I didn't think that I did anything and you're not hearing me.
I hear you, sir. I disagree with you.
It's just like a classic Midwestern shoot-off where it's basically one man's word over another man's word. He thinks he's not being a just for not giving him a reckless driving charge, even though he's put him in this world of trouble and ruined his day.
Hey, I need you to come over here and get somebody to come pick up my car over here.
I was sitting right there, and he came through the parking lot and cut through all the spaces. And he came through so fast and whooped into here, and there was a white truck. The white truck had to slam on its brakes. So I come over here. I was just going to be like, hey, man, chill out. Like, chill out, don't be like that. But he wanted to go back and forth and argue with me and give me all kinds of stuff. And, like,
just gotta love how these corrupt cops overhype and exaggerate the stories of innocent civilians just so they can cover up their misdemeanors.
I'm gonna do this a different way. So the other officer has a ticket book he's gonna let me use. You're gonna be receiving a citation, okay? And because I think going to jail is a bit excessive. But, well, I agree with you. But I didn't have another option. I don't have another ticket book, and I don't have a ticket writer with me. So we're going to do it that way, okay? Step out for me. Take your steps up.
God almighty.
Take your time.
Tighten up. Oh my God.
Well,
dude, listen to that. It presses that scar, man, it hurts.
I guess after Harold thought a bit about it, he realized that it would be much simpler for him to get out of the mess he's made if he doesn't take Christopher to jail.
Yeah, I'm going right there. 40, can you put me case number?
It seems that even Christopher has realized by this point that the cop is a tool who doesn't understand the law. Thus, he's just decided to shut his pie hole and comply for now.
Sign right here, it's not a mission of guilt.
Repeat your last.
Mr. Scholl is no longer in custody. It's not an admission of guilt, it's just a promise you'll contact the court on or before the date and time that's written on here. You can contact the court at the bottom here, the information's there, and also up there. Free to go, sir. Thank you, sir.
Following the unlawful detainment of Christopher and the video going viral, an internal investigation was launched in May, and soon the Texas City Police Chief penned a letter to the community announcing Harrell's termination. Unfortunately, the efforts of decent cops often get overshadowed by the actions of corrupt cops. In situations like the one, it raises questions about accountability and the need for stricter consequences for those in power. If you thought that the cop got himself into real trouble in the last case, wait till you check out how this next cop untangles himself.
Are you gonna arrest me?
You're gonna get arrested, I'm telling you right now.
I've already dealt with your sergeant.
You already know that.
I've already dealt with your sergeant.
I'm giving you fair warning. You keep following us, you're
I'm
gonna
allowed
get
to follow. Now you're following
You understand?
me.
On April 27, 2018, Officer Bonkowski of the Justice PD was performing a shakedown frisk of a citizen with a gun. This was unwarranted, and we still don't know if they had reasonable suspicion on him.
Where are you guys coming from? What did I do, sir? Coming from the train tracks? What did I do, sir? Huh? What did I do?
However, the citizen, obviously feeling threatened, makes a run for it. Ultimately, Bonkowski loses the suspect and is frustrated since he had hands on the suspect. By this point, another resident of the neighborhood, Sue Cheetown, noticed the commotion of officers and decided to film and question them. This was since she was worried as her neighborhood didn't receive much police traffic.
You need help? Where's Ironwood at? Ironwood. Very first street. You should get in your car because it's all the way at the end.
My car's way down there.
It's right there. Sure hope they're not checking people for drugs.
What's up, Sue?
What's up, G?
Where are you taking everything? I know.
Sue, worried and concerned, is just trying whatever little she can to try and aid the officers locate their suspect.
Ironwood's the next street over.
Why are you recording me?
Why not? You're in my park with no jurisdiction. So I'm just curious to know. You don't have any jurisdiction in here. What's going on? Where's the lights and sirens?
What is it?
Boom, bitches. Doing nothing.
It's blatantly obvious that she had no ill intention, nor was getting in the cops' way at all. She was just a concerned member of the neighborhood looking for some accountability.
Hell no! I live around here. Can I help you? You guys looking for somebody? Maybe I saw somebody. Dude, what are you gonna arrest me for? Being held accountable for you, bro.
But obviously, even these so-called defenders of the law feel threatened and annoyed, telling her to go away even though she lives there, always looking to stomp on citizens' rights just to feed their egos.
That's right.
Back up, you understand? You're gonna get arrested, you understand?
For what?
Get going.
For what?
Get going now.
Why are you gonna arrest me?
You're gonna get arrested, I'm telling you right now.
I've already dealt with your sergeant.
You already know that.
I've already dealt with your
I'm
sergeant.
giving you
Thank
fair warning. You keep following us, you're
I'm
gonna
allowed
get arrested.
to follow. Now you're following
You understand? Something serious. I'm telling you, you're gonna get arrested.
For what?
Fucking hands behind your back now.
For what?
Back.
Back that way.
These corrupt cops really don't realize how badly they're ruining their careers by blatantly arresting an innocent citizen for practicing her First Amendment right and filming in her own streets.
Got a camera back creeping up, so she approached me. I'm trying to keep running this way, and she's following me. Keeps following me. I told her, you're gonna get arrested, go back in your house. Okay. Keeps following me, so I stop her and detain her. You have any idea what we were doing? I know. I told her it's a fucking serious crime going on, and she keeps following me.
Say anything about a serious
We don't
crime.
have to tell you anything.
No, you
Do
don't.
understand?
Let me know that. You say gun.
I
You did not. Body cam it. No, you didn't. You didn't tell me nothing.
Everything's
I will
recorded.
be
I'm not
FOIA
worried about
requesting
it,
all of
okay?
that, yeah.
Evidently, Sue is right for a fact that Bonkowski most certainly had not warned or informed her about any man with a gun.
Obstructing identification and obstructing.
But you can't. I haven't committed a crime.
Just like that, these cops think that they can slap anyone with an obstruction charge, and that would justify their outrageous misuse of power.
Step out. So the same description that witness gave us when I walked through here to go back behind the tracks. 3 subjects come there, stop the guy, the male black with the red and black hoodie, stop him, start searching him. Like this. Grabs down here right away. What are you searching me for? What are you searching me for? So I grab him and he fucking pulls down, fucking takes off running. Dude. I think he had a 32. I didn't actually.
This conversation reveals that Bonkowski wasn't even sure if the supposed suspect even possessed a gun.
What am I being arrested for again? Give us your name, we'll tell you. How's that for starters? But have I committed a crime? Well, you got handcuffs on you. Let me ask you a question for you. Obviously, you're a street attorney. You know more than we do, right? I'm just trying to insert my rights. That's all. You know, then one of the rights. I mean, I don't want to be violated. You know. When you're told to stop. I did. Dangerous subject. I went back.
Yeah, Jess, I'll call over there and give you one Fucking find it out.
Poor Sue's wrists were bruised by how tight these cuffs were, but even during this, she shyly asks once more what it is, even though she is being detained and arrested for. As we all saw, she was out of officers' way.
Patting him down, he like grabbed right here and he's like, you know, what are you searching me for? What are you searching me for? And then finally, like, I grabbed him more and like he just fucking grabbed for it, man, and fucking took off running. And the whole time he's holding it right here, yeah. I mean, so I gave chase. I mean, he's fucking going obviously 10 times faster.
Yeah, where'd you?
Right to
You made it to that trailer?
Yeah, and I didn't know which way you went. I just kept going that way. I asked all the residents outside if they'd seen him run by. They didn't, so I don't know. Maybe you went that way.
Yeah,
but
we
then
don't
these
know.
guys,
That's
but I think my other guys said that they seen him back on the tracks and then running south back into the park. So I don't know.
All right, it's perfect.
Minor detail, in Bonkowski's story before, the suspect just made a run for it, but this time he recounts it. The suspect even made a grab for his gun too. Seems like lying is second nature to this cop.
I could care less if she's fucking recording us, dude, but she was creeping up on you for one, and then, yeah, I told her what the hell was going on, and she just keeps following me.
Way away from him. 30 feet, like I ran through my own yard. I know my rights, I'm following you, but I'm not going to fuck with you right now. Right. I got an option. That's not what he said. He didn't say anything. He said, like, nothing.
I don't have to tell you anything. I don't have to tell you anything.
Not you, him. A male black pants, red jacket. That's what we had.
Yeah, he's got a red and black,
Yeah, she's lucky.
The cops have to resort to even more lying. Bonkowski, who obviously had a problem with her filming, now decides all of a sudden that he couldn't care less if she films.
That's enough. That's someone else.
Oh, that's somebody else?
Yeah, that's someone else.
Oh, that's a difference?
I gotta talk, yeah. That's someone else I gotta talk to you about. So I know you're off during that.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff.
I know you're off during that time frame, but yeah, I got her information.
Is she already in the other one, or I don't know, the same one? I don't know.
It's not the same one.
Yeah, she already recorded me twice on traffic stops.
Yeah. So there's another one.
So it's a different one?
Yeah.
They're all over the fucking place, huh? But I can care less, dude. But I'm running back this way,
right?
And I see her running, and she like fucking creeps on the side of the trailer like this. And then obviously I keep walking, and she keeps. Oh man, give me fair warning, dude. Get the fuck out of here. We're fucking.
And she got right in her face. She got right in her face with the phone too. Yeah.
Now, in this version of Bonkowski's story, Sue apparently crept up behind him and got in his face. Reminds me of the time he got in her face.
You're going now.
Why are you gonna arrest me?
You're gonna get arrested. I'm telling you right now.
I've already dealt with your sergeant.
You already know that.
I've already dealt with your
I'm
sergeant.
giving you
Thank
fair warning. You keep following us. You're
I'm
gonna
allowed
get
to follow. Now you're
You
following me.
understand?
She was just, what did she do exactly, though? I have no idea.
When you guys said she started running southbound, I was over there, so I started running this way. And when I was out of breath, so I start walking. Well, I see her start creeping up behind Bella, right through here, and she like hides behind the trailer like this, and she's got the phone out, obviously. So then Bella walks through here, and she just following him. And I told her numerous times, back the fuck up, or doing something serious, and she just kept following me, and I don't know who the hell she was. I don't know if she got a weapon or anything. I mean, get the fuck out of here.
But totality of what's going on, you know?
I mean, I knew she didn't have anything to do with it, but I don't know who the hell she is. I mean, she wasn't with the two other subjects, weren't her. Exactly.
Bonkowski keeps adding elements to the same story. This time, even though he claims to have known that she didn't have anything else on her, aside from her camera, he still felt threatened. Sometimes these cops make little to no sense. How can you be afraid of someone potentially having a weapon, while also knowing she had no link to the previous suspect and was unarmed?
Even though I knew she wasn't with them, I don't know who exactly. I don't know who she is.
You see if they're going to take her, they're probably going to take her.
I have her phone in my passenger seat. Want me to get that?
Hold on. What do you what's that? You working 45? No, I'm 15, 75. Oh, look at that. You're getting big money.
Ultimately, Sue had to charge a suit against these evil cops. However, it took her 2 years to even get to that point, since her charges of obstruction were only filed 13 months after the footage in these videos. This truly shows the depth at which these corrupt cops can go to try and protect their own. However, their efforts were ultimately pointless, as when Sue went to trial, the judge found her to be not guilty. These cops often get little to no clearance for their mental well-being and their ability to remain cool and calm, so they make the best judgments, which Bonkowski had very little of. But what happens when citizens actually answer back? Let's see these dumb female officers get a taste of their own medicine.
Can I get your name?
No, I'm not going to give my name.
Okay.
In February 2024, an auditor by the name of Sean, who frequently posted on his channel Long Island Audit, visited the Patrick Space Force Base in Bard County, Florida, to exercise his First Amendment right to film in public places. Upon arrival, he was greeted by an officer almost instantly.
How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
What's got going on today?
Nothing much, just taking some pictures and videos of the base here.
Gotcha. I'm Staff Sergeant Drive with the 45th Security Forces Squadron. I just came to check up on you, see how it's going, that's it.
Okay.
Do you have any identification on you that I can check?
No, I'm not going to provide you with any ID.
That's fine. Just let you know, if you cross that white line, if you have no identification to allow you access onto the installation, then we'll have to get you under trespassing, okay?
I got you. Alright, so that white line right over there.
That white line right there. Whatever you want to do right here.
But all this is public property, correct? Okay, great.
The sergeant was kind enough to inform Sean about the areas that were off limit. When asked for ID, Sean politely declined, which most officers don't reply kindly to. But this one had the decency to recognize the importance of Sean's First Amendment right as well. A perfect example of how trained personnel should operate.
Sergeant Andrade with Security Forces has come out and spoke with us. Of course, he's going to ask for ID, but we're not going to give it here. They have a right to be concerned, but I have a right to stay here and film for as long as I'd like. Also have the right not to give up my personal identification. That white line right there in front of us is right over here is where you formally enter the U.S. Space Force base and their property.
But soon enough, a vehicle pulled up with, you guessed it, cops, trying to poke their nose into civilian business.
Hi, how are you? Good. Investigator Erickson?
Yes, sir.
And your name, ma'am?
Investigator Beagle.
Exactly. Beagle? Beagle? Yes. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you. We're just wondering why you're recording a military installation.
Yeah, no.
Something we can help you with?
No, you don't. I don't need help with anything. I'm just taking some public photography of the base, that's all.
Okay, so in order to do that, you have to go through the installation actually and go through public affairs and coordinate it with them.
Yeah.
Since they're the ones that do all the photography. You can't
But
actually
I don't want to go on the base and photograph.
No. We were told that you were recording what the gate is doing.
Yeah, I'm recording the gate, everything around the gate. That's correct. Okay. Yeah. So basically, I'm from my understanding, investigator, is that I'm just taking public photos from a public
is that
place.
your job? Do you work for a news company?
Yeah, I'm an independent journalist.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no ill intent, and like I said, I'm just filming what I can see from public. That's all.
And I understand, we have the cool Space Force sign and everybody.
Space Force. Yeah, pretty cool.
Unfortunately, I don't make the rules.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you just can't record the installation entry control.
Two female investigators pull up in an unmarked vehicle and begin questioning a citizen without offering any legitimate identification of who they are. Tell me you're illegally posing as federal agents without actually saying you're illegally posing as federal agents.
I understand that that's what you perceive to be the rules, but I know I'm not breaking any laws by doing this, because if I can see it from public, I can record it from public. So, that might be like an Air Force rule or Space Force rule, but
it's a federal government.
A federal government rule?
So this is a federal installation.
Yes, I understand that.
So
I get that.
We can't. You're allowed to stand here. You can record that. Record that.
Yeah.
You cannot record that.
I just think I don't think we're gonna agree here.
We're not. We understand that. We're just telling you cannot do it.
Okay.
And that we would have to. I don't want to, but we would have to call local law enforcement out here to escort you away from the installation if you don't follow the procedures in regards to recording the installation.
Yeah. No.
That's why we're just coming to you and giving you the chance to just not.
Yeah. No. And I understand exactly why you guys are here, and I can understand that, but you know, I have a right to be here. I have a right to film whatever I can see from public, and that's what I think. Regardless of whatever, I don't know what rules you're speaking of, but that's what I know. So, you know, if you need to call local law enforcement or whatever you need to do, you know, that's fine. You can.
What's worse is that they proceed to cite complete shit about what the law says regarding recording of a military base. Who the hell is responsible for training these people?
I really appreciate that.
Okay, and can I get your name?
No, I'm not gonna give my name.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Stand here and watch.
When Sean refuses to deny them any identification, one of them, still smiling, proceeds to go do something in their car, presumably calling actual officers to deal with Sean.
So how long you been an investigator? Long time? Doesn't look like it could be a long time. All right. U.S. government plates here on this Ford Fusion. 2 investigators with the Air Force. Investigators here. I am breaking some sort of federal rule, was their word. A federal rule that says that you cannot record a military installation from public. I'm not exactly what rule these investigators are referring to, but they were nice enough, cordial enough, even though they're wrong.
Defeated, they eventually retired to the car and drove off. They obviously realized that Sean was educated enough to not fall for these underage tyrants with a little bit of authority. These female cops chose to leave Sean alone, but he wasn't really that lucky when he came across these really annoying cops in a library.
You guys here for me?
On February 18th, 2024, Sean was peacefully exercising his First Amendment rights when he was approached by 5 police officers who attempted to remove him from the building. So apparently, if you're filming inside a public library, the cops can be called on you.
Enforcement has arrived, even though I haven't spoken to anybody.
Have we talked to you yet?
No, I haven't spoken to anybody at the library yet. No.
Okay. Did anybody from the library talk to you?
No, nobody.
Okay.
Why, what's up?
So, as far as I believe, you need written permission to film inside the library from the director.
I need written permission from the director of the library.
I'll get that right.
Yeah, sure, no problem, thanks. Appreciate it.
No one has talked to this auditor about filming in the library, yet this is what happens.
So they called you, but they didn't speak to me? I don't understand. Why did they call you? Because...
the library has a policy about filming. We're going to get it for you right now.
Okay. So no one from the library. Hey, sir, how are you?
Good, how are you?
You mind if I get your name and badge number?
Kevin Shutrop, badge number's 82.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Slow day today?
What's that?
Slow day today?
Every day's different.
I just asked because, you know, 4 law enforcement officers for a man with a camera seems a little excessive, that's all. I'm not a threat. I'm not a threat to any of you guys. Or anyone.
And that's not all.
So we got the policy for you.
Hi, sir. How are you?
Sir, how are you?
Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Sure, Sergeant Noble.
Sergeant
Badge
Noble.
51, yeah.
So this is the library's policy?
Yes, number 18.
So it says recording within the building without express permission of the library director, written permission from all of those being videotaped, photographed, and otherwise is prohibited.
It's enforcement.
Right. Do you enforce policies?
That's them here.
So why are you here if you're not enforcing the policy?
The director is enforcing the policy.
The director? And the director's name? Do you mind if I speak to the director?
She does not want to speak to you.
She doesn't want to speak to me?
No, sir.
So how do I know that she's... I don't know what... why can't I speak to her? She's a public servant.
I can't speak on her behalf.
Right. But you are, though, because you're bringing me a policy.
Correct.
Right. So that means you're speaking on her behalf.
Okay, if that's what you feel I'm doing.
Well, you are, sir. I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Dispute it with you.
No, I don't want to dispute anything with you either, sir. It doesn't seem You enforce the law. You're a law enforcement officer, Sergeant?
Yes, sir.
Happen to have a recording in my
But
hand.
it's against their policy.
Right, but their policy can't trump the United States Constitution and the First Amendment of freedom of press. I'm a journalist. I'm here conducting an investigation for a story and using the library for its intended purpose. I'm reading books. I'm looking at what they have here. How can you, that's like if they had a policy that said...
Are you filming other people without permission?
Well, it's funny that you say that because you're right below a camera. The library didn't ask me for permission to film me, sir. And do you know why they don't have to ask me for permission to film me? And why none of you who have body cameras on asked me for permission to film me today? Because you don't need the permission to film me because we're in public and there's no reasonable expectation of privacy in public, sir.
After being schooled by a civilian about the Constitution and the First Amendment, what happens next is even more surprising.
I just don't understand what is your purpose here to hand me a policy?
Because we got called of a suspicious person here, filming people, which is against their policy. So they would like you to leave.
A suspicious person? What about me is suspicious, sir?
That was filming people, walking around filming. That's what we got.
So by that standard, you're suspicious.
Why am I suspicious?
Because you're walking around filming people, sir.
No, we only film when we get to a call.
Right.
Per our policy.
Right, exactly. Per your policy, that's fine. And I have my own policies. I have a company, and my own policies say that I follow the United States Constitution, as you should, sir. You took an oath to uphold the United States Constitution.
The cops even pretend to help with the auditor's investigation, but still urge him to turn off the camera.
I'm trying to actually find the United States Constitution and some literature here to make sure that they carry it here. It's part of my investigation to make sure that they...
I will help you get that documentation.
Right, so, but that's fine. But why... Right, that's... Yeah.
You are using it for your intended purpose.
Right.
Go find the Constitution. That's fine. Go right ahead.
Right, that's all. And the only thing is I'm holding a camera. I'm not here just to film. I'm here to use it. I'm here to... Yeah.
Perfect.
No one's impeding your ability to film in here right now, so we're not taking the camera from you. We're not... Right,
well, I hope not. You don't seem like the type that would, but you know, I've been in situations where it's not been.
This is what the cops had to say about the library's policy.
It doesn't make any sense.
People you're working on or what it may have or sensitive stuff, and they don't want to film. I'm assuming that's why they have this policy.
Right. Well, sensitive stuff in what? This is a public area, sir. There's nothing sensitive.
Children come.
Right. I'm not in a. Listen, I could be in children's area, but I'm not in the children's areas. No, but I know in every library there's a children's section that's cordoned off for children. Never went into that section. And I like how libraries are structured that way. That way, children can stay where the children belong.
So clearly, listen.
Hey, sir, how are you? Mind if I was getting your badge number, sir?
Yeah, let me throw my camera on first.
Oh, sure.
I just walked in.
Yeah, no problem, sir. I just like to get everybody's name.
Sergeant Donald Wilson.
Sergeant Donald, thank you.
6'3".
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
There are 5 law enforcement officers here on a call about a suspicious man filming in public who is actually peacefully just exercising his right to the First Amendment. Funny how the media works, and people are quick to point fingers.
You're free to film in our police headquarters in the front lobby if you want. We're open 24 hours a day as well.
Oh, right. It's public, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
The other sergeant is late to the party, and the auditor explains his situation. And this is what he had to say about the whole situation.
The other sergeant over here showed me a policy that the library has. I haven't spoken to... first of all, while I was looking at books here and exercising my constitutional rights, no one came up to me and spoke to me and told me anything. It's when you guys came here, law enforcement, that I was... you guys told me that there was some sort of policy. They showed me the policy, and I understand that the policy exists. I've seen it with my own eyes. But again, my only response to that, Sergeant, would be that a policy can say anything. You're not policy enforcement. You're law enforcement. If the policy said that, white people couldn't come into the library or black people or...
The hyperbole is a bit much on that.
Well, I mean, it's the same. It's the same thing.
No,
because we have a right.
This policy is very specific in that they don't want you filming unless you have prior approval. It makes no mention to conflate the issue with race or religion or gender or any other issue. Will you give me your name and ID so I can...
My name is Sean, sir.
Sean, and am I going to be able to... I need more than that to look you up to who you are.
Right. No, I don't want to be... That's... I think that's overkill because I'm not trying to do anything.
Is you coming in here and doing this, right?
Exercising my rights.
We have things to do.
So go do them, sir.
But now we're just going to leave you in here, and you're going to walk around. Are you going to harass staff? Are you going to film children? You said you're here to read books.
Sir, was I harassing anybody? You said you're late to the party. What was I doing when you walked in?
I said,
was I harassing anyone?
Are you going to harass somebody?
Was I harassing anyone, sir?
No, you were walking around filming.
Okay, was I looking at books?
I don't know.
Okay, was I wasn't harassing anybody. So again, you're trying to make it seem that something that it's not. I'm not harassing anybody. I don't want to harass anybody.
Never said you were.
Okay, but you're trying to infer that that's
No,
if you leave, that
You're
what are you going to
something-
do?
You're inferring that what I was inferring is wrong. I was asking you a question. I said, are you going to harass anybody?
While the sergeant kept getting angrier, a new member joined the party.
We're good, sir. We don't need that.
So,
The Constitution explained.
so that is their stance on it. So that's why.
Yeah, that's what he called.
Yeah,
Alright.
a different policy.
Well, he's not willing to leave, so.
To be clear, you're not willing to leave, sir?
Oh no, not unless you're threatening to arrest me. Okay, so no. I want to use the library like anybody else.
The library director doesn't even respond to the auditor.
Ma'am, are you the library director?
I'm talking right now. Just 1 second.
Oh, excuse me. Are you the library director, ma'am?
When last time he was agreeing to leave. So, this guy's done. So we'll just pay this for a little bit.
Okay.
Just go from there.
Thank you.
You do that?
I'm good with that. Thank you.
Ma'am, are you the library director? Okay. Have a nice day, ma'am. Take care.
Now, the sergeant just starts to get petty.
So there's not a lot of crime here in Franklin Lake, sir?
You can look that up.
Oh, I was just asking you.
Use the internet access here to look it up.
Right. I know. I was just asking you. See, now you're just being confrontational at this
No,
point.
no. Library's a place of resource, piece of knowledge.
Right.
You have access to the internet, you can look it up.
Right, I
don't
will.
know. Your definition of what a lot of crime is going to be comparatively different to what my definition of a lot of crime is.
Okay.
So I don't
You're
want
right.
to give you wrong information. I want to give you
Right.
false info.
Right. Gotcha. All right. Thanks, Sergeant. Yep.
After realizing that they're in the wrong, one after the other, the law enforcement officers left. And so did Sean, making sure that his rights don't get walked on by such dumb cops. But Sean isn't the only citizen aware of how bad these cops can end up treating you. In our next case, this YouTuber turns out to be absolutely right about the tyrants that roam about under the pretense of providing safety.
The law.
I'm not scared of the law.
Where are you hiding from?
I'm not hiding from anything, sir.
Okay, well, why are you scared to get out?
Because I feel safer.
On the 20th of February 2014, a YouTube auditor, Knowledge is Power, was pulled over for having illegal tires. Thankfully, he knew his rights against what ensued next. The encounter was captured by the auditor's dash cam.
Howdy.
How's it going?
Going good. About yourself?
What you want down there, bud?
I'm comfortable right there.
Do what?
I'm comfortable with it right there.
You comfortable with it right there?
Yes, sir.
Let me see your driver's license.
Open the door, dude.
If you want these back, you can roll that window down for me.
What'd you say, sir? Sorry. What did you say?
Because he can't hardly hear you, that's why. If you roll the window down, we're just out looking for drunks, man. We're not here to hurt you or whatever.
That's fine.
Okay. Pull over down that side there just a minute.
I'm going to take the vehicle.
For what reason do you have to detain me to pull me over into secondary, sir?
At first, the trooper constantly tries to pull the auditor's door open, claiming that they cannot hear him. But soon they noticed the dash cam and suddenly went into caution mode.
Have you suspected me of committing a crime?
Do what, buddy?
Have you suspected me of committing a crime?
Well, is there anything wrong with the car that we need to know about?
Not that I know, sir.
Okay, all right.
Hold on, I'm going to check your tires. I think it looks close.
They're looking what?
Almost illegal. They're almost too slick.
Almost illegal. Alright. So I'm being pulled into secondary because my tires might be illegal. That's interesting.
Everything correct on your license? You still live at the same address?
I do, sir.
Sit tight for me, okay?
Put in my car and park. For the record, they tried to open my door just because I wouldn't roll my window down all the way before asking for my license or anything.
The officers observed the tires while pulling the driver onto the side. What's funny is that they added drugs to the list of things that they were searching the car for.
So they said they were looking for drunks. Yes, sir. What does that mean? Yes, sir.
He wants to show you a tire out here, man. It's slick.
I'd prefer to not get out of my vehicle.
Dude, we're slick out here. It's for your safety. That way you can see about getting you another tire. That's it.
Let me ask you something. Are you scared?
To get out of my vehicle? Yes, sir.
You are?
Yes, sir.
Why are you scared of the law?
I'm not scared of the law.
Where are you hiding from?
I'm not hiding from anything, sir.
Okay, well, why are you scared to get out?
Because I feel safer.
You scared of the dark?
Maybe.
Huh?
I might be.
Yeah, I believe you are. Grown man scared of the dark, that sounds kind of funny to me.
Sounds funny.
These officers were obviously intimidating the auditor, prompting him to get out of the car, to which he sensibly denied. Of course, he was aware of what happens when you're marked as suspicious by corrupt cops like these waiting for a sign.
Note they're shining the light in the camera. Funny. The first thing they said is they were looking for drunks. Still haven't been asked if I'd been drinking or not yet. Funny. Suddenly it doesn't seem to be that's what they're looking for.
If I see this vehicle out on the road again,
yes, sir.
I'm gonna stop you just because that tire on the right front.
Tire on the right front?
It's very close.
In what way? So I can change it?
Needs a tire replaced.
Tire replaced?
Yeah, you don't
Tread's
know
too
Trooper
thin?
Mike Freeman, do you?
Who?
Trooper Mike Freeman.
Not that I know of.
You don't know him? Remember him writing you for 84 and a 65?
Yes, sir.
On 575? See why he's scared to get out now.
Next, an officer's attempt to intimidate a teen bystander goes awry when the individual calmly asserts their rights, leaving the cop speechless and embarrassed.
Well, I'm gonna be on a male subject. Radio by Rivercrest. Why are you giving me the finger?
What?
What's your problem?
What?
Why are you giving me the finger?
I'm walking away.
Huh?
Am I free to go?
Why are you giving me the finger?
Am I free to go?
No.
For what reason?
Why are you giving me the finger?
I'm free to go. Am I free to go?
What's your problem?
Am I free to go?
No.
What, do you have a problem?
No.
Do you have a problem?
No.
You don't have a problem, then I can leave.
Why are you giving me the finger when you're walking? Huh?
Corporal Michael's frustration escalated even further as Walker remained calm and unbothered by the officer's growing irritation.
I'm free to go.
No, you're
not.
Get over here.
What?
Get over here.
Why?
Because.
Is that a lawful order?
Yeah.
For what reason?
Because you're giving me the finger.
That's legal.
No, it isn't.
Says who?
Says it all.
Pull up the law.
Corporal Michael claimed that giving him the finger was unlawful, but under the First Amendment, such gestures are generally protected as free speech. Walker, standing firm, demanded proof of the Corporal Michael claim.
What's the law?
What's your
What's
name?
The law?
What's your name? How old are you?
I appreciate it. Have a good one.
Please. Pig. Whatever. What?
You heard me.
As things seemed to settle, Walker shouted a defiant remark and kept walking. The officer approached him again and things heated up, prompting him to turn off his camera and call for backup. This leaves us wondering what he didn't want captured on his body cam.
Come here.
I'm afraid of you.
Come here. Get over here. Get over here.
What?
Get over here.
I'm not doing anything illegal.
Yeah, you are. You just cursed me off.
That's not a crime.
Yes, it is.
Says who?
Says me.
Says who?
Turn around. Come on.
Bro, that is not a fucking crime.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Why are you cursing me?
It's not a crime.
What's your name?
It's not a crime.
What's your name?
Help! Help!
No help.
Help!
Corporal Michael was soon joined by another officer, Patrolman James Lamontagne, who was about to face Walker's defiant response himself.
I was cursing at him, and he said, "You're being detained."
Because you're acting strange.
What? That's not legal.
It is legal. He's allowed to
Who is
detain
this
you
kid?
until he performs his
So what am I
investigation.
doing though? What am I doing that made him detain me? What legal right?
Every time I rode by him twice, he shot me the finger. So I turned around and said, "Well, you're
Is that a crime?
problem?" Then he tells me
That's not a
this is
crime.
causing public disturbance.
Then he tells me to no. That's not a crime.
Big.
Yeah, off, big. That's not a crime. That's not a crime. He's looking at you because he's like, "What the f*** do you want me to do?" Because it's not a crime. I know my rights.
As Patrolman James Lamontagne arrived, he attempted to cop-splain why it was acceptable to detain someone for giving the finger. After Walker challenged him, it became clear from Patrolman James's uneasy expression that neither officer had a legitimate reason to detain or handcuff him. Their actions seemed more about asserting dominance than following the law.
Who are you?
I don't have to say any of that.
You do if you're being detained.
What's that?
You do if you're being detained.
For what reason?
What
What legal reason am I being detained for?
Where are you coming from and where are you
What
going?
legal reason am I being detained for? I need to know that. Legally, I need to know that.
Why are you
shooting me the finger?
Why are you
Is that illegal?
Why are you flipping the bird? Yes, it is. It's causing a public disturbance and a public alarm if you are cursing in
So
public.
a single one.
So when you are cursing in public, you are causing a public disturbance. You're being a nuisance to the public.
In what way? When he was driving past?
When faced with Walker's challenge, the officers abruptly changed their justification for detaining him, now claiming it was merely a welfare check. Their shifting reasons only intensified the suspicion that their intentions were far from legitimate. However, Walker found the whole situation amusing.
I know the law.
By being a nuisance.
I know the law.
All right. So at that point, what he is doing is he's not saying you're being charged with anything. At that
I'm
point,
just
he's
figuring out
detaining
what's wrong with you.
to make
What's
sure that
going
there
on?
is nothing
Make
wrong.
sure you're okay.
Make sure that you're okay.
What reason does he need to detain you?
He thought maybe he thought you were signaling him down. I'm not sure.
That I was doing what?
Were you signaling to him?
No, you knew very well that I wasn't signaling to you, right? I wasn't signaling to you.
You bring attention to yourself.
That's not signaling.
Your action's strange. I'm making sure you're okay.
Dude, that's so funny. Like, you're not here for my safety. You're not trying to protect me.
How do you know?
You're walking on the side of the road and you're cursing and you're flipping the bird.
Once at him. I gave him the finger once. That will not hold up.
Do you know him?
That will not hold up in a court of law. That will not hold up in a court of law. I know my rights.
Do you know him?
It's not your business.
Do you know him?
It's not your business. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth then.
Walker had the officers tangled up in their own arguments, using sharp logic to outwit them at every turn. His reasoning left them struggling to keep up and unable to mount a solid defense.
You guys make nothing out of something.
By you cursing and using vulgar gestures,
So what's the First Amendment for?
It's causing a public disturbance.
What's
and a
the
public
First
alarm.
Amendment for?
Okay. The First Amendment is for your freedom of speech. Okay.
Okay.
What does that have to do with?
Was I
using
making a call to
gestures?
action? Was I making a call to action? Was I? Was I like
When you were
threatening
acting,
you in any way? Did I threaten you?
Do you understand?
You know what a
that
call to action is?
Do you understand that you're
Call-
acting?
Is that a call to action? Am I calling for an action to be done against you? No.
Do you understand that it is? Listen. It's behavior that's out of the ordinary.
I understand how it works.
So
but
therefore,
legally
he stopped
it would not
to talk
hold.
to you. Clearly, if he stopped all the way back there, I'm assuming you guys were back there and you just
We
continued
went
to
back
walk.
a bit further
And you
back.
just continued to walk.
I wasn't running. I told you that I was free to go, and you all of a sudden
stop, and you ran down here. That's
I wasn't running. I was walking.
Once he
So
gives an order
let's
for you
be
to
honest
stop,
here.
you're supposed to stop.
I did stop when he originally said it, but I was asking, is it illegal? Is it a lawful order?
And he took off.
Yeah, because I kept walking because you weren't pursuing at the first.
Patrolman James tried to cover for Corporal Michael, but Walker quickly called him out and wouldn't let him get away with it.
Brought the attention to yourself. You
Yep.
caused the public alarm.
Yep.
So now,
Well,
what
I'd like
we
to
are
see
doing-
you legally
so
hold
now
that
what we
in
are
court
doing,
because
I'm not charging you with anything, so I
Well,
don't
I
legally
would-
need to hold anything in court.
Well,
Okay,
I
what
could-
I'm doing is
I
I'm
could always
trying to
bring
figure
this
out
up.
why you're walking on the side of the road, okay, and why you're continuing to signal to a police officer.
I wasn't signaling.
Okay.
See, now you changed the story.
so-
now you're changing the story. Was I signaling or which one was it?
So what
'Cause
were
now
you
you're-
doing?
Well, I want to know from your perspective.
I
What was
pulled
I
up onto the scene, so you tell me what you were doing.
Bring you attention.
I plead the fifth. You idiot. Going to
What happens is when
arrest
he
me.
gives you a lawful order to stop, and you do
It
not
wasn't a
stop,
lawful order, though.
and you do not stop.
It legally was not a lawful
and you
order.
do not stop, then that becomes a criminal offense, and then yes, you can be put under
But
arrest.
it's not a lawful order. Then I take it to court, and then he'd get sued, and I get
Maybe.
punitive damages. I'd be rich as fuck. Is that what you want?
That
Oh,
may,
you don't know the
that
law,
may
buddy.
be what happens
You don't know
if
the
you
law.
think that that's what's going to happen.
Walker seemed fully aware of his actions, yet this situation raises a crucial question. Why does a teenager seem to understand the law better than those hired to enforce it? Moments later, Walker delivered a final blow to their authority.
He's such a fucking pig, bro.
So what does that make you?
Not a pig.
What does
Dude,
that
this
make
is
you for
illegal.
saying?
This is illegal, buddy.
What is the point?
This is illegal.
There's nothing illegal.
Yes, it is.
It
You
is
want to bet
not.
money on it?
We're gonna find
We'll-
out.
we'll see in court, bud.
Listen, we're gonna find out. Okay.
We'll
When
see
you
in
cause a public disturbance and a public alarm, and you become a nuisance to the public, okay?
You'll legally have to prove that I was a nuisance
When
to
you're
the public.
standing-
How would you do that? How would you do that? I just want to hear
Camera
your-
systems. Okay, so when he goes by in the car, okay, and he sees you doing what you're doing,
And what was
that's
I
all gonna
doing?
be there.
And what part of that caused a disturbance? That's what I'm trying to legally understand. I don't understand. Is that a body camera?
That's what it is.
Perfect, perfect. Tuckerton doesn't have them, you know that? Tuckerton's been on back order for months. Because I have a lawsuit against them, that's why.
The officers had no choice but to let him go, as Walker cut through their excuses with sharp words, laughing in their faces and calling them out. If you can't handle being told to go f*** yourself, then being a first responder isn't the job for you, especially in New Jersey. If you think that was intense, Just wait until you see what this 19-year-old did to a cop. In August 2022, 19-year-old college football player Taven Galanakis was driving late at night in Newton, Iowa, when he was pulled over by local officers Nathan and Lieutenant Christopher Wing for not dimming his high beams for oncoming traffic. What happened next, captured on Officer Nathan's body camera, was far from routine.
Hi there. How you doing, sir? Good, how are you? Good. My name's Officer Winters with the Newton Police Department. The reason I pulled you over is because you have your bright lights on.
Yeah, I have a headlight out, so I just keep my brights on.
Okay, well that's not legal.
Oh, it isn't?
No.
Yeah, I turn them when a car comes by, I turn them off, but like...
Well, you didn't with me.
Oh, you weren't close enough though. You were a while back.
It has to be within 500 feet.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
And you're not supposed to have your brights on in the city limits.
My fault.
You got your license, registration, insurance with you?
Yeah, I got you.
Is this your car?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you headed?
Back home.
Where's home?
It's right down,
Okay. Are you new to town or something?
No.
I just noticed you have Adair County plates.
Yeah, I got it from my grandpa.
During the traffic stop, Taven struggled to quickly respond to Officer Nathan's request for papers and ID. Being his first time in such a situation, he found it difficult to provide the documents promptly. This hesitation led Officer Nathan to become suspicious, prompting a series of more probing questions.
Where are you coming from?
Friend's house.
Okay. Anything to drink over there?
Nope.
I didn't hear what you said.
Is one of these? Need one of these right here?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good start. That's the registration.
I just got a new one, so I don't know which one's the old one.
Okay.
Here, I'll just give you both of them.
Okay. I'll take this first one here.
Alright.
Got your insurance?
Yeah, I got you. Would it be that white card?
Could be. That's one that expired in 21.
I got the email version. But that's the other. Howdy.
Alright, that'll work. I'm gonna have you hop out with me, okay?
Cool. Car on or off?
You could probably leave the car off.
I bet. I'm gonna roll my window up real quick.
Alright.
After a few minutes of checking his credentials and ID, Officer Nathan asked Taven to step out of the vehicle. Confused but cooperative, Taven sensed that something unusual was about to happen.
Perfect. We're gonna go back here, okay? Cool. You don't have anything on you? No bombs, guns, drugs?
No bombs or no...
Okay, let's go back here. I'm gonna have you have a seat in my passenger seat, okay?
Awesome.
How you doing?
Doing well yourself. Good.
Have a seat right on in there for me, okay? Close the door behind you. Where are you coming from?
Back by, his name is Creighton. It's a friend's house.
Okay. What are you doing at Creighton's house?
We were just hanging out. Had my girlfriend there.
I gotcha.
Just got back from college.
Okay.
Go to William Penn.
Okay. You play football up there?
Yes, sir.
What position do you play?
Wide receiver.
Okay.
I'm back for the weekend.
That's why you're home?
Yep.
I gotcha. Did you go to school here in Newton then?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Played football here. Did you go here?
No.
You didn't?
No. How much have you had to drink tonight?
None.
What do you mean none?
I had nothing to drink.
Okay. Why would your eyes be watery and bloodshot?
Shortly after Taven was in the police vehicle, Officer Nathan claimed he appeared intoxicated, pointing to his eyes and behavior as evidence. Taven, who was perfectly sober and alert, was shocked by Officer Nathan's accusation.
You want to blow me real quick?
I don't want to blow you.
Pause.
We'll probably get there. How old
That's
are
funny.
you?
19.
Uh-huh.
19.
Okay.
I've had nothing to drink.
Okay. So your movements in the car with you fumbling over the registration,
Yep.
Kind of say otherwise.
Alright.
And so does the odor of alcohol coming from your person.
Great, let's do a test and
We'll get to the test.
I can't wait.
Knowing that Officer Nathan's accusations were completely false, Taven insisted on undergoing sobriety tests to prove his innocence. His willingness to comply not only highlighted the baseless nature of the accusations, but also showcased his composure under pressure.
So what happens if, nothing pops up? Do you get in trouble?
No. Why would I get in trouble?
Because you think I'm drinking, but I'm not drinking.
I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
Alright, let's find out real quick.
I'm not going to get in trouble for doing what I'm supposed to do.
Can I record it?
Yeah, absolutely.
What's your name?
My name's Officer Winters.
So Officer Winters thinks I'm drinking tonight. We're about to do a test and he's going to find out I had nothing to drink. He's going to look stupid. Ain't that right? I've had nothing to drink. 0. And we're about to find out.
Carson Dad's name, but got it from Grandpa?
Yep.
Alright, so let's go up on the sidewalk here and I'll talk with you up there, okay?
Cool.
You have contacts in, you said?
Not right now.
Not right now?
Nope.
Did you take them out?
Yes.
Okay. Are you supposed to have them in when you drive?
No.
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to actually have you stand right here is fine for now.
Officer Nathan's refusal to use the breathalyzer and his insistence on sobriety tests were desperate attempts to validate his dubious accusations. This behavior revealed his attempt to cover up his initial mistake.
Right here is fine for now. I'm going to have you stand with your heels and toes together, with your arms down to your side. Okay? I'm going to check your eyes.
Cool.
Okay, what I want you to do is follow my finger with your eyes and your eyes only and do not move your head, okay?
Yep.
Do you have any questions?
Nope.
What color are your eyes?
Hazel.
Hazel, do they ever change colors?
Nope.
Okay, not that you know of? Okay. Can you see my finger clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
How many more we got?
This test is about 2 minutes long. Are you comfortable in walking in the shoes you got on?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
do it somewhere where there's a straight path. Like right here.
There's a straight path right here. It's not very flat. Alright, so I want you to put your left foot on the line. Okay? Take your right foot, put it in front of your left foot with the heel of your right foot touching the toe of your left foot just like this, okay? Stay in this position until I tell you to begin, okay?
Perfect.
You got any questions?
Nope.
Okay, so from this position, you're going to take 9 heel to toe steps, touching heel to toe each time, keeping your arms down to your side, okay?
Gotcha.
It's going to look something just like this. 1, 2, 3. You're going to go all the way up to 9, okay? When you get to your 9th step, leave your front foot on the line.
A few minutes into the field sobriety tests, Taven requested a breathalyzer again, but Officer Nathan ignored him. Instead, Nathan persisted in looking for any way to justify his false accusations. This behavior raises serious questions about Officer Nathan's integrity, especially as he seemed intent on ruining a 19-year-old's night.
God, you a rookie, bro.
Okay. I want you to stand with your heels and toes together with your arms down your side.
This is your first year?
No.
No way.
No.
No way.
When I say begin, I want
How many false accusations you got?
0.
It's about to be your first.
What I want you to do when I say begin is raise either your left or your right foot, whichever one you want, and raise it approximately 6 inches off the ground and keep it parallel to the ground, okay?
Perfect.
It's going to look something just like this. Okay? During this, watch the tip of your toe, keep your arms down your side, and count out loud in the following manner.
Repeat the directions.
From where to where?
So you said 6 seconds, hold it up?
Nope, you're going to hold your foot approximately 6 inches off the ground and keep it parallel to the ground.
Gotcha.
Do you have any questions?
Nope.
Alright, during this, keep your arms down your side. Why are you shaking so much?
It's freezing, man. Look at you, you got all these clothes on, and I got shorts on and it's raining. And you false accusing me, so of course I'm gonna be a little nervous. Yeah. You got nothing to say. Exactly.
Questions?
Look, you in pants, I'm in shorts, and it's raining now.
I wear shorts when it's 30 below.
Congratulations.
Questions about the test?
Nope.
Okay, if you don't have any questions, you may begin. Keep your legs straight.
Is that 6 inches to you?
Yep. How did I tell you to count?
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Honestly, forgot how you told me, but you're doing pretty well. You're still gonna switch. It's getting pretty cool now. It's ridiculous.
Okay, you can relax. I got one more test for you. I'm gonna check your eyes again, okay?
All right.
I'm gonna go in a circular motion around the outside of your face, but I'm gonna come in towards the bridge of your nose, but I'm not gonna touch your nose.
And make sure. Blow me too, man. Give me a little blow.
I will.
Blow zeros.
I will here in a minute.
After the officer subjected the driver to a series of field sobriety tests, which failed to show any signs of intoxication, it was time to use the breathalyzer. What happened next proved how corrupt Officer Nathan was.
Let's go to the front of the car here.
Let's do this blow. 0-0. Ready for it? If it's possible to get negative, that's the idea.
Why do you because you're showing some very strong signs of impairment.
Am I?
You're a little bit on the serious side of the paperwork you're not smooth.
I mean, I was kind of nervous.
That's a telltale sign.
All right, what I want you to do is make a tight seal around this and blow outwards like you're blowing up a balloon, okay?
Cool.
All right.
You ready?
Yep. Okay, you can relax. So I'm gonna read you Miranda, okay? Right now you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you before any question, okay?
Is there...
When's the last time we smoked weed?
I do not remember that.
Tonight?
Oh.
Okay, well I would.
No
I
weed tonight,
think
right?
it's tonight.
I've had no weed tonight. What? Why do you think it's tonight? Why do you think I smoke? I blew zeros, so now you're trying to think I smoke weed. That's what's going on.
Accusing the driver of using weed that night was unprofessional, especially without any proof. Despite the breathalyzer showing negative results, Officer Nathan continued to pressure Taven for an admission.
You really can't do
Absolutely
that.
I can.
Is he allowed to do that?
Yes, he is.
So I blow zeros and you suspect drugs now. That's what we on? I blow zeros, so you think I'm on drugs. That's ridiculous.
I would. During my field sobriety, it is indicative of impairment. So let's be honest.
I'm being honest.
You smoked some weed at your friend's house?
No.
You hit a pin?
Nope.
Field sobriety so poor.
What?
Why is your field sobriety so poor? And why are you so lethargic and slow moving and speaking with a slurred speech? And your eyes are watery and your eyes are bloodshot.
You know why they're watery? Probably because we're in rain right now, dumbass.
It doesn't affect them in the car or in my car.
Well, I don't know what you're seeing because I can't even see my eyes. No weed. Don't smoke weed.
Officer Nathan committed one of the most corrupt acts imaginable against a 19-year-old. His relentless pursuit to prove himself right and to jail Taven, despite being unimpaired, was increasingly appalling.
I play college football, I told you that. We get tested every Friday.
Okay.
Don't smoke weed.
Today's Saturday.
Okay? It's 30 days. We stay on your shit for 30 days. So if I did a test next week, I'd be off the football team. Dumb. Come on. Come on. I want that video too.
Okay, but I think you're impaired. I think you're under the influence.
You think I'm impaired?
Yes.
Well, I'm not.
Okay. Do you want to talk to another officer?
Yeah, get him over here.
Recognition evaluation or a drug influence evaluation?
What's that?
There's an officer who checks your blood pressure, does a whole bunch of tests.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I don't have to. Can I call my parents or something? Can I call my mom? Can I call my mom? Can I get in the car, dude? Alright, let's play. Blue zeros, and now he's accusing me of being on drugs right now. What's his name?
Can you hear me?
Officer Nathan contacted another officer, fabricating details about the entire situation. This deceitful move not only exposed the depth of his corruption, but also revealed a troubling attempt to manipulate the narrative and justify his wrongful actions against Taven.
Situation. I stopped this guy for having his brights on. I got 6 with me too. I stopped this guy for having his brights on. He fumbles around with his registration 3, 4, 5 times. He bombed sobriety. LOC is present. Finger to nose is bad. Modified Romberg was 38. I asked him, I said, I read him Miranda, PBT 000s. So he says he'll do an evaluation, but he's kind of a smart ass. Would you want to talk to him, or? Alright, that's what we'll do then. Okay, but I obviously have enough to charge him with the sobriety, so I'll ask him and I'll let you know. Just start heading to the PD and I'll let you know.
Despite Taven registering a 0.0 on the breathalyzer, Officer Nathan chose to arrest him for operating a vehicle while intoxicated, ignoring the clear evidence and falsely claiming Taven might be under the influence of narcotics without any proof. Officer Nathan blatantly abused his authority. However, this misuse of power was far from the end of the story. Officer Nathan was about to get a dose of his own medicine.
Stay standing, I'll get you out of handcuffs. Stand up and face the wall. Have a seat. So you don't want to do the drug recognition evaluation? You can do it.
Officers then transported Taven to the Newton police station, where he agreed to a drug recognition evaluation and a urine test at Officer Nathan's request. Officer Schinkel, a drug recognition expert with the Newton Police Department, conducted a second round of field sobriety tests and several physical tests, including a blood pressure test. Based on the results of these tests, Officer Schinkel concluded shortly after 2 a.m. that Taven was not intoxicated and was not showing any signs of drug or alcohol use, leading to his release without charges. It was time for Taven to humble Officer Nathan.
Officer, I wear shorts when it's 30 below. Congratulations.
So like I said, when he does, he's very good at these.
Right now you're being placed under arrest for operating while intoxicated, okay?
He does the same ones I do, the same way I offer him to you.
Is he still here?
Yeah, he's around here.
Can I talk to him?
If you want, I was just gonna take you home.
Okay, yes, I just want to speak to him.
Okay, I'll when we get outside, I'll see if he's busy, and he can come out and talk. We would like to speak with you and Nate. Okay.
So, I just want to know, like, how does it feel? How does it feel for what? Remember I told you when you first pulled me over?
I had nothing to drink. He's gonna look stupid.
You're on drugs. You drink alcohol. Turns out I'm not on any of that. Okay. Really dumb decision by you today. I'm really disappointed in how you can't bite your drug
I
test.
based my decision on your field sobriety tests.
Was it really failed though? It was pouring outside. It was terrible cement. Okay, well, like, I set up low right away. I'm a citizen here. I love doing cops. You're probably a good guy, right? You're probably a great guy. And I'm a good guy. I don't have any record, and you do that to me. Like, there's other guys probably out in Newton right now. Not
I'm not saying there's not.
And you waste your time with me. And someone's mom could be getting killed right now. You don't know. But you got me.
Unlikely, but
yeah,
possible.
And it was unlikely I was drunk.
All of your indications from the time of stop.
My breath didn't smell like weed. Didn't smell like alcohol. This doesn't smell like alcohol for sure, so I couldn't find any other way to get. You want to arrest me?
When I offered you the drug recognition influence evaluation, you said no. So I had to go off of what I had on field sobriety.
Okay. But we just gotta do better than that, man. We just gotta do better than that. I deserve a apology.
And in our final case, a corrupt officer's abuse of power is exposed with the help of two YouTubers.
You're blocking traffic, sir.
Bro. I'm doing my job.
Okay. We didn't say nothing.
Now,
Pero since you're here...
We didn't say anything.
Okay, no importa, pero now I'm saying it to you. Since you're here, I want to see both of you IDs.
What?
What? Is this a joke? No, it's not. Do I look like I'm playing?
Can you call your sergeant?
Both of you IDs. It's in there.
Is this a lawful order?
It is.
How is it lawful?
Because I'm giving it to you.
Listen,
Okay. So let's talk about later. Your hands behind your back.
You're being
With
recorded.
your hands behind your back.
I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting.
Your hands behind your back.
I'm not resisting.
What are you doing?
What are you doing, bro?
Put your hands behind your back. Come here.
I don't have ID.
I have a set of handcuffs for you.
I don't have ID. For what? What are you handcuffing him for?
Wait, call your sergeant. Call your sergeant.
I will.
What's the crime?
I will.
Relax.
What's the crime? What are you doing?
What time did I come in? Can you tell me? What time did I come in? Relax.
Don't worry about it. Come over here, Papa. You're right there.
What are you doing?
Stay right there.
What's your name and badge number? Don't break my... What are you doing? Breaking my arm.
Statute 901-151.
Okay, let's continue listening. Come over here. Have a seat. You sit on top of him.
No.
Yes.
This officer is the prime example of what they call a tyrant. He is so ignorant that he doesn't even know the law. The worst part about him is that he is totally oblivious to his corruption. Watch what he does when the auditors ask him why he handcuffed them.
Okay, I have a question. Why did you throw us in the back seat?
Because no los iba a tener en medio de la calle por gusto ahí.
Papi, dame en la acera.
Sí, pero you guys were handcuffs for my safety. No los iba a tener
Okay.
ahí para que fueran un espectáculo. No, vamos, papi. It's very simple. It's very simple. It's very simple. Okay, all kidding aside. The one who dictates how I do my job is me, not you.
I didn't dictate nothing.
Okay, so why did I put you in the back of my car? Why did I put you in the back of my car? Because I wanted to. Thank you.
Wanted to? Can you repeat that?
Why did you let us go?
Paying me for what?
Because I wanted to.
Why did you let us go?
I wanted to.
You know you...
Pablo, a esperar ahí en el quesito.
Why did you let us go?
Because I had nothing to hold for.
So you're telling us we can't... No, we're good, bro. All right, guys. So this is what you get. Miami's finest. What happened? If he's coming, we'll wait. But if he's not, if he, well, you know, you can.
Coming. I don't know when he's coming. I
you
requested it in front of
you. You can tell him to leave. That's cool. All right, guys. This is what you get. Miami's finest.
This is why we do what we do, guys. This is why we do what we do.
Papi, let me get it only in Dade.
Yeah, sure, man. El nombre quiere?
Only in Dade.
Only in Dade.
He just got this thing in the back of the cop car for walking right here and just filming this like this. And he called us to the car. We went to go see what he wanted to, and he asking us for ID.
All right, guys, we got released. We're here on 47th Avenue. 47th Avenue, Northwest 7th Street, Miami Police Department. This officer went crazy. He released us. He looked up the statutes. He couldn't find anything to arrest us for. He had to let us go. Bro, he looked for every law to charge us with.
For every law to charge us.
They're coming. Wait, they're coming. No se vayan.
Come on, papi. There wasn't no need for this.
No se vayan. Para que le cuenten a esa gente, papi. Para que le cuenten a esa gente, para que me dé pau así, mira. Ay. Tú le dices how bad I
He
was.
broke his phone, bro. He broke Ragamonkey's phone, dog, as he was detaining him, putting him in handcuffs, dog. I was already cuffed right here in a matter of 20 seconds.
I broke his phone. Oh my God, I broke his phone.
We don't come try you guys like that, bro. But you guys look for the hate. You guys earn the hate. You look for the hate. You look for the hate, Papa.
Do you hate me?
You look for the hate.
Do you hate me?
I hate you because you're a bad cop, bro. You're a bad piece of that's what you are.
Do you hate me? You want me to cry? You want me to cry? You want me to cry? Okay.
Papi, why are all you bike cops like that? We went to Wynwood and all your bike cops, they act the same way.
Just look at the officer's carefree attitude. It seems like nothing in the world can affect him, and he is somehow above the law. This is what qualified immunity looks like.
This was walking right here. And the car that he had pulled over had drove away minutes before we got here because we were over there filming, walking all the way down here. So there was no interfering with no traffic stopping. That's not our law, dog. First of all.
All right, guys, so we're here with Officer Uncle Fester.
I've been told other things. Come on. Try.
Is this something? You just
Bobby, you look like...
gonna get you in trouble, bro.
Really?
Okay, bro. You think that we don't play around, dog. We don't play around, bro.
You sure I don't play either?
Papi, I'm
Listen,
inspecting.
what is it?
You saw I don't
play with that badge.
You
bro.
saw
play
I
around with it.
You saw I don't play either.
You don't deserve to have that fucking. You don't do that.
Listen, you're
innocent people that are walking by here.
Traffic. You're blocking traffic with no lights. You don't have your lights on, man. You don't look. You got a car behind you. Put your emergency lights, man. Unprofessional guys, man. Unprofessional department.
I really don't do that.
At this point, you would expect the sergeant to be sensible and admit that his officer behaved badly. But no, the sergeant defends the officer. This just shows how corruption is not limited to an individual. It actually goes all the way up.
What's going on, Sarge? LT, we got a huge problem with this officer right here.
You want to tell him or I tell him?
Yeah, we need to file a complaint on this gentleman.
Why don't you tell me what happened, man?
Okay, we were walking by like this. Look, this. Check it out. Not like this. We got here. He calls us to the car.
Why don't you stand over here where I can hear you, man?
Just letting you know what's going on. We get right there. The car, you have to go over and took away. They're walking down from the street to the car. And enseguida, he just tells me, I need both of your IDs right now. For what crime did we commit? But we're not ID for what? We're walking by the store, bro. He gets out the car and enseguida puts me in handcuffs, goes me back of the car along with this guy. Just because he wanted our information, bro. On my wrist for no reason. You guys know.
Even worse. Because if he did that to regular citizens, we do this. We're used to this.
Let me ask you a question, man. When he asked for your ID, did you give it to him?
No, we
Joey's have to give your ID.
No, that's not the law.
Statute 901-151, unless they commit a crime about to or has.
That you guys always see it from your side. You don't know if on the radio, and I don't know.
You haven't seen the video. We have the video.
Talk, man? Are you gonna let me talk? Okay. You don't know if they just put out a bolo right now for a guy wearing all black. You don't know, right? Do you know? I'm just asking. And I don't know if that's what happened. But the problem is you guys got to look at things from our perspective, okay? When something happens and an officer asks you for ID, you can't be like, you don't got no reason. You don't have PC, you don't have, why are you stopping me? You don't know, man. That's why you guys got to do what you're told until you, no, listen to me. I'm telling you, this is how it works. This is 100% how it works.
Yeah, that's why we're out here.
Because
we're out here, we're not going to jail, right?
Well,
he paid a smart move, and he didn't.
Because whatever happened, he decided you weren't that time. An officer is conducting an investigation. You got to do what you're told, my friend.
Who's sitting on the road?
You are not the person that decides that.
Officer, you don't know the law. You're just talking. You don't know anything, bro. You just.
And this is the problem that you guys have.
You don't know what you're talking out of your.
Police
we're looking at by the law.
The law, sir, the law, 901.151.
And add me to your complaint.
Read me a statute.
My name is Lieutenant Carpenter. My badge number is 0867.
Your ass needs to be fired.
Exactly, because I know what I'm talking about.
You have no idea what you're talking about. All you know is the.
The court.
You want
see
the
who
internal
wins.
affairs directions? You need to know.
I know. We know internal affairs, sir. We know internal affairs.
Yeah. All right, sir.
So you're gonna take our complaint?
You tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, so go ahead and add me to
All right, we need to file a complaint for discourtesy on this gentleman, for battery on this gentleman.
The sergeant wanted to hear nothing of it. He was offended that the auditors said he didn't know the law, and anything else they said went right over his head.
Okay, but I just told you what happened, and you're not listening. So
you have to listen to something that's not true.
Okay, so like I said, so then add me to your complaint and go to internal affairs.
Bro, you're a waste.
Have a nice day, sir.
You're Uncle Fester. Get away from me, bro.
See how you're acting? That's why you get into trouble.
Fake ass Danny DeVito. Sir, we have First Amendment protected activity.
You guys need to look that up. We gotta go to a call. Have a nice day.
Go do some real work. Papi, mira. Go do some real work. Go do some real work, pal.
Go with your homeboys, bro.
This guy's like 5'2".
After being detained by the corrupt cop, the auditors decided to protest the Miami Police Department. And let's just say that the police did not take it as seriously as they should have. The auditors head straight to the Miami Police Department and initially meet a cop who seems to understand their concerns.
Camera. We were just unlawfully detained by a crooked cop, so we're here to protest the police department. Miami PD.
Good. How's your night? Good.
Ma'am,
let me explain to you what we're doing. We were unlawfully detained by a crooked police officer about 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So now we're here to protest the police department.
Why? Yeah. His name is Rubio.
We were filming just like we were doing
Walking
here.
by the sidewalk and he threw us and he handcuffed us, threw us in the back of the cop car. I had my wrist all up. Sorry for the language. That's all.
So let me ask you a question. Why should we respect police officers?
Yeah, this you guys who earned the hate. I'm not saying typically you personally. Go ahead.
Why should we respect cops?
Because not all cops are the same. You could come up to me and talk to me anytime. But I wasn't there, so I
Yeah,
can't
you're right.
say
You're right.
what he did or didn't.
I agree.
All right, we wish all cops were like you.
Yeah.
But do you have an issue with us peacefully protesting the government?
Absolutely not.
All right, thank you very much, ma'am.
Mind you give me your name and badge?
Yeah. Jones?
What's your badge number?
3417.
Have a
Thank
nice
you.
night, Jones.
All right, guys, Rago Monkey, Joey Surreal Camera, peacefully protesting the crooked Miami Police Department. We're here at the police station. And it's a safe space. As you can see, it's a safe space. Look who it is. We meet again, ma'am.
What is she douche?
Nah, she's all right. She's cool. She's cool. We're peacefully protesting the government. No, we're protesting the government.
Okay, so call the sergeant. Call the sergeant. Thank you.
And yeah, hurry up.
The auditors ask the receptionist to call the sergeant. They already know that the sergeant is going to side with her corrupt cops. But this just helps us see how corrupt these cops are and how bluntly they defend their corrupt power.
This is an LGBTQ safe space. I'm a member of the community. What services can you provide for me? Well, this is a safe space and I'm afraid, so I need some safety. What can you do for me? Okay, so I can sit down and stay here all day until I feel safe? Okay. All right, guys, this police department is an LGBTQ safe space. Nobody knows what that means, but she said I can stay here all day until I feel safe. Miami PD.
How many you want, man? All right, guys.
We're gonna need you to be a little more courteous. What's your name and your badge number?
Actually, Sergeant Style, 43163.
Okay.
Why ain't they not out here? They're supposed to be, for real.
I'll check it out.
All right, Sergeant, listen, we're peacefully protesting the Miami Police Department. We were unlawfully detained by a crooked cop 15 minutes ago. That's why we're here giving you guys attitude. So we need you to come out and take our complaint.
I mean, you asked me for a phone.
No. Now we changed our mind. Now we want to verbalize our complaint. Yeah, make that happen. You, ma'am, why should we respect police officers? So I don't respect you. You got an issue with that? Crooked cops in Miami Police Department. This is what you get. RBF, do you know what that is? You know what RBF is? Look in the mirror. Listen, I changed my mind. Why should I respect cops?
It's up to you, man.
This is a terrible department with a terrible reputation. Your cops are unprofessional. You need an attitude adjustment, and so do your cops. I don't like your attitude. You're very condescending.
We just got detained for no reason for filming in a sidewalk. In less than 20 seconds, he came up and he detained us in the back of a cop car. He made him sit on top of me.
Yo, she has to be like him. That's the only way you get stripes.
Sorry?
The only way you get stripes is by supporting dirty cops in this department. So you're just like him. I'm telling you.
In about 3 days, look up Joey Surreal Camera. You'll see the video in 3 days. It's gonna be exposed. It's gonna go viral. How bad you guys look, bro.
And your face, RBF. Look in the mirror.
At this point, the officers are desensitized to the complaints. You can see it in their faces. They have learned to ignore all criticism and be lost in their delusions of power. Just imagine how many other people that cop harassed, and how none of them would have received any justice because the whole system was corrupt.
Hello, how are you, sir? You're
not gonna agitate us.
What do you mean? We don't want to.
Be professional. We are being professional. Have a nice day, sir.
Have a bad night. How's that?
Okay, well,
Just for not following policies. Real simple. You interact with me. Name and badge number, man. Don't look bad in front of a camera. No?
You know I'm friends with the chief, right?
Tell him we said what's up.
What's your name?
You can read, right?
What, you covered up with a jacket, sir?
Yeah.
How's it covered up with a jacket that I'm wearing?
Mr. Turner.
Hey, it's not that. Some of my viewers can't read, bro. Be professional with your policies.
Mr. Turner wants to be a smarty. Triggered.
Ego, poof. I don't like that shit, man.
Alright, man, let's get out of here. They're good sports, bro. We're a little ball here, but it's okay.
You need some butt clean, man.
Get you some of mama's cooking, boy.
Psychos like these are the reason civilians don't trust police. Likewise, these racist officers escalated a minor complaint into a full-blown confrontation.
This is your next door neighbor, or?
No, she stays in the house right there. The one she's talking to right here.
Gotcha.
I just went down, I talked to her.
And what's the dog warden want with you?
He was like, man, I'm gonna shoot your dog. I don't care about what you're saying. And he told my kids shut up and run in the house. And I seen the gun. I ain't seen no badge or nothing. He just was like, well.
Okay.
Yeah, like he was gonna reach for his gun and shoot.
Okay. Okay.
What?
All right, I'll go talk to him.
Listen, I didn't put no gun on nobody. I didn't threaten no. Listen.
He's fine. He let me take his gun.
No, wait a minute. You can burn my name.
I know. Yeah, no, you were fine. You let me take it.
I didn't come
We're
off
cool.
the porch.
Nope.
I
You
didn't
were
come
fine.
off the. Look at the 911 call and listen what I'm saying.
Listen, I'll run it.
Run right here.
I'm not running. I'm not having a problem with you. I'm just here because he was having a problem.
This guy, right here, attitude was so.
What is he here for?
Shoot my dog.
What is he here for? Did we get past that? What are you here for?
His dog was over at that lady's house. She was writing a statement. Went after her and her little dog. She had to sweep her dog up.
Hey, ma'am. Hey, did me and you talk earlier?
Okay. And then what was your plan?
My plan was to write him a ticket, have him go out and get a dog license, and I would void the ticket.
Pulling a gun on the warden wasn't needed, but the cops were just as bad with their rude attitude. They seemed dead set on proving the man wrong before even understanding his point fully.
He brought the dog out and tied it up on the leash for like an intimidation thing while I'm standing up on the front porch.
Officer.
The dog's running around my feet.
Officer.
I asked him to put the dog back in the house. So he said he didn't have to put the dog in the house. The dog wouldn't bite you. I said, well, I appreciate if you put the dog in the house. If not, if the dog comes after me when I go to my van,
that is
I'm
a
gonna
lie.
shoot it if it comes after me.
That is a
shoot it if it comes after you.
That is
my
a
dog
lie.
won't bite me.
You said
You're
if
lying.
the dog comes out and bites you, I'm gonna shoot. You
regardless.
did not say if the dog comes to your bank, you was gonna shoot.
You're exactly right.
That's my dog. Don't you call my
Hey,
dog.
hey! Get out of that. Stop
right now. Don't you call my dog.
Stop! Stop on me, buddy.
Hey,
stop!
Absolutely not.
Don't you
Relax.
Chill.
Chill.
Relax. Relax.
Or you can go to jail. Come to the car. Come to the car.
Relax.
What did I do? Let go of him. Listen,
Relax.
you're under arrest. Come to my car before this gets way out of hand.
What is he under
Let go of
arrest
him.
for?
What is he being detained for? My car.
Is he gonna read him his rights and stuff? What he being detained for? What is he being detained for? Is all you gonna tell him?
Relax.
Relax. What am I under arrest for?
Relax.
What? What am I under arrest for?
What are you gonna do?
Hey, no, stop. No. Yeah, Lucy. Phil, hold this. Hold that.
Come here. Back up. Relax. Back
What you mean? You crazy motherfucker. Real weak ass. Boy. You get hard. Relax.
Relax.
This bitch just slipped my
Get on your stomach. Get on your stomach. Get on your stomach and relax. Relax. Stay on your stomach. Relax. Stay on your stomach and relax. Stay on your stomach. Stay on your stomach and relax. Relax. Put this arm behind your back. Put this arm behind your back. There you go. There you go. There you go.
The police officer practically shoved that guy while taunting him with challenging statements. The arrest was utterly unfair, and dragging and throwing people on the floor was just downright wrong. In the aftermath of this chaotic incident in Canton, potential charges against the officers could include excessive force and civil rights violations. Police rarely own up to their mistakes, just like this next officer who dragged an elderly man simply because the man didn't admit he was in the wrong. On May 30th, 2021 in Idaho, a neighbor feud took a terrifying turn. What should have been a simple complaint shifted shockingly when 75-year-old Michael Clark was tased and then dragged unconscious through the hallway by the cops.
No.
Hey, I'm out here. I'm Tim. This is Brittany. That was the neighbor right there. We're the ones that called. Wait. This is Brittany. She's the one that got hit. I live here. This is my friend Brittany. And then this is my neighbor that hit her. I wasn't even here. I was outside. She's on the phone to dispatch.
Which one? Which? Okay.
This neighbor right here is what she said.
Okay.
Like I said, I wasn't in here. I literally just saw you.
He banged on the door, or through the wall. Bam, 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 and I'm sleeping. Shut the f*** up! And so I came out and was like, what's going on? He wasn't here, dog wasn't here.
Okay, then what's it
And
look
so I
like?
came out and I was like, what's going on? Right to the mouth. He is an older man. I honestly don't know. When you get knocked the fuck out, you don't really.
We just moved in here yesterday.
When did this happen?
20 minutes, 15. I called.
Not even.
Yeah, not even. I called I walked in the door and
He busted all of my nose, my mouth.
The girl was totally smashed and rambling nonsense. It was impossible to believe anything she said. She was nowhere near sober.
Was he white, black?
He's
Hispanic?
white.
Does he have hair?
Yeah.
Is he bald?
Gray hair?
Yeah, gray hair. He's an older guy. He's this tall. That guy lives right there in that room, and that's where the wall would go.
He was bang, bang, bang. That's what woke me up.
We just moved in here yesterday, but I saw him last night or before.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my dog in the bathroom, okay?
What do you want?
What the f? Put that mother down. Put it down, mother. Put it down! Put it down! Get out here!
On the ground, down!
Back up. Get out here right now! Get out here!
I hit that
Get on
wall.
the ground!
No. They hit that wall so hard, I thought they were gonna come through the wall.
Put your gun away. Put your gun away.
Okay. Car's unconscious.
What was wrong with that cop? Tasing a 75-year-old man without any proper investigation or concrete proof was shockingly barbaric and highly unprofessional, especially over a complaint from a drug addict and alcoholic. That officer was absolutely twisted.
Sir, talk to us.
party.
Okay.
Do you remember anything that happened?
I was laying there. Heard a big bang on the wall, and it literally could move my bed nearly a couple of feet, and then I pounded on the wall.
Okay.
I told him to knock it off, and I was doing nothing except laying there sleeping.
Okay.
And
I'll go talk to her.
And they were banging to the wall. I mean, wow.
It was downright sickening to watch. The way they dragged Michael was beyond appalling. The officers are complaining that Michael had a weapon, ignoring that they never announced themselves while knocking. This is why we need body cams.
And I thought it was them coming after me. These people were... I mean, officer, I was just... These people over there were... They hit my wall so hard, I thought they were coming through it. You know that?
What's that?
They hit that wall of mine there. I thought they were coming through it.
Okay, all right. All right, here's what's your name? What's your first name?
Mike.
Mike? Okay. You're under arrest right now, okay? So you have the right to remain silent?
She's been drinking.
Okay, I get that, and that's part of
It doesn't even matter. That's my own.
Right, yeah, no, that's fine.
When I have somebody banging on the wall and then punch me in my face.
Right.
Because I asked him, am I being too loud?
That's why we're here. I'm here for you. We're here for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your name again? What's your name again?
Brittany.
Brittany, my name's Ellie, okay? You're okay. You're okay, alright?
Officers treated Michael like a dangerous criminal instead of just an old guy caught up in a neighborhood argument. People lie all the time, but the cops didn't care to think that maybe they should have treated everyone fairly until they knew what was really going on. Michael was seriously injured, and he was taken to the hospital. At the end of the ordeal, Idaho Springs reached a settlement in the case involving 75-year-old Michael Clark. The settlement included a $7 million payout to Clark. The officers involved faced scrutiny, and the department agreed to implement new policies to prevent similar incidents in the future. Cops are supposed to be on top of things, but this next one took active duty to a whole new level, turning his life into chaos instantly. On July 6, 2024, at 12:50 a.m., a safety complaint in Springfield involving Sonia Massey turned into a terrifying killing zone when Deputy Sean Grayson brutally ended her life. The horrific incident sent shockwaves through the community.
Sheriff's office, the one you called.
How do you get down here? And I need to down here.
Why would it hurt you? You called us.
Okay.
So what'd you hear?
Somebody outside my house, y'all.
Is this your car over here?
Please, God, please, God, please.
Is this your car over here? Oh. That's not your black car in the driveway? Oh, well, we checked your yard, we walked around the whole block, we didn't see anybody. What do you need help with?
Nothing. I just, please, God, please, God, please. I don't know what to do.
Do with what?
Huh?
What do you need help with?
Nothing. I just wanted to see if y'all could help me.
What do you want help with?
Huh?
What do you want help with?
I heard somebody outside.
Yeah, we checked your house, we checked your backyard. I walked all the way through all these backyards. We checked your front yard. We didn't see nobody. Yeah, so. Nobody's out here.
You didn't see anybody?
Nope. We checked the whole area.
Okay.
What took you so long to answer the door?
Oh, I was trying to put on some clothes, sir. I'm sorry. I was trying to get
I got you. All right. Is there anything else we can do for you?
No.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. All right. Doing all right mentally?
Yes.
Sure?
My medicine and stuff.
All right. Okay.
I love y'all. Thank y'all.
All right. That's not your black car, though. The SUV? Whose is it? You don't know? Someone just parked it in your driveway?
They brought it to my driveway.
And just left it?
Grayson's attitude was outrageous. He questioned the lady's mental health, even though she was just a woman living alone. All of this while she specifically asked him not to rush her right after she opened the door. It was totally uncalled for.
They're here in my house right now. Okay, I'll let you go so you can talk to them. No, hold on, wait a second, sir.
You can hang up, Cottonwell. It's good.
For what? You're there with the deputy, correct? No, hold on, okay?
You can hang
Hold on for what? Just 1 second, okay?
Was there any damage previous to your car?
Previous, yeah, it was.
Okay, what was the damage?
A dent, I believe.
What about windows?
Oh, it was something that happened earlier.
Okay, perfect. What is your last name? Shouldn't have to think about your last name. You're not in trouble. I just need to attach.
Massey.
Huh?
Massey.
You have an ID? That'd make things so much easier. I just just driver's license will do, and then I'll get out of your hair.
I want to show y'all my paperwork.
I will get your paperwork.
What paperwork?
Okay. I got some paperwork.
Well, just get your ID real quick.
Well, let's get your ID first, and then...
One task at a time here.
Okay.
First, he told her to focus on one task, but ignored Sonia's attempt to show her paperwork to find her ID. Instead, he rushed her to turn off the stove. Grayson himself was unsure of what he actually wanted.
You can send that stack right there, maybe?
1 second.
Just check on her. We don't need a fire while we're here.
Right.
Huh?
Where you going?
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
I
rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
better not. I swear to God, I'll shoot you right in your face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the pot! Drop the pot!
I was on. I'm gonna go get my kit.
No, your headshot. Yeah, sure, she's done. You can go get it, but that's a headshot. God damn. Yeah, I'm not taking boiling water in the head. Hey, look, it came right to our feet, too. God damn.
This was sheer inhumanity. He first shot Sonia in the head, and then refused to even get her medical help. She was treated like a suspect in her own home. Sonia didn't deserve any of that.
You good? All right. Well, I mean, you know, what else do we do? I'm not taking hot boiling water to the face, and it already reached us. Fuck.
They got a 52 en route?
Yeah, 1078. She's still breathing, but she's losing a lot of blood from the head. I'll go get my med kit.
Go get, yeah, hurry, get your med kit.
I mean, there's not much we can do.
We can at least try and stop the blood.
Do we got any call history with her being 1096? Is there anything you think we can do for her? Alright, I'm not even gonna waste my med stuff then. You wanna run down real quick?
Nope, not yet.
Alright. House is clear. She was the only one.
Where's he going?
No, she had boiling water and came at me with boiling water.
You shot her?
Yeah. She said she was going to rebuke me in the name of Jesus and came out with boiling water. That's what all this is. I was standing right here.
Alright.
And that's where he's landed.
What do y'all need from us?
Just nothing right now. Just hang out there for me. Thank you.
She spotted the demon the moment he walked into the house, and the lies Grayson spun were shocking. Even the other cop could tell his partner was completely out of line.
Anything else, suspect?
Me.
I didn't know what happened.
Yeah, I'm good. It's crazy.
Who's got tape?
I think I got a roll.
I got something coming up.
Killing an innocent, harmless person and then calling her a crazy bitch spoke volumes about the whole incident. This cop was nothing short of a devil. His actions were absolutely terrifying. After the fatal shooting, Grayson faced criminal charges, including manslaughter. The Illinois sheriff resigned amid the controversy, and Grayson has been held in prison. The legal process is ongoing, and sentencing will depend on the court's proceedings and the outcome of the trial.
What's the badge number?
I gave it to you 2 times, man.
Okay, I'm asking again.
And I'm not giving it to you.
Okay.
On August 09, 2022, in Atlanta, Georgia, an after-hours parking citation took a wild turn when a woman refused to sign the ticket. What followed was a jaw-dropping display of extreme force by Deputy Brooke and a complete breakdown in communication.
All right, sir, like I explained to you, you can't be in the park at night. You're just going to receive a simple ticket stating that you was in the park after hours. All right? Need you to sign right on there.
What am I signing over? Is it a charge or anything, or
It's just a ticket.
And I have to sign it?
You can not sign it and go to jail. It's this one here. This one here. That's it. Here's what it is. Come over here for me, ma'am. Can you come here, ma'am? All right, so you're gonna receive a ticket for being in the park after hours. All right, just need to sign right here on the X.
But because we're out of, didn't you say we were out of time so we wouldn't have known that?
Yeah, but that's not a valid reason why you should be in the park because you're from out of town.
And what's your badge number?
7452, Officer Brooks.
What's your first name?
I'm not gonna give you my first name.
Okay, and I don't have to sign this, right?
You do have to sign it.
No, I don't.
Well, like I explained to him, if you don't sign it, then you're going to be physically taken to jail.
Gotcha.
So you refusing to sign?
What's your name?
Officer Brooks, 7452.
She only asked for the badge number and name, but Officer Brooke acted like he was superior. He demanded answers but refused to field any questions himself, just because he was a cop.
What's the badge number?
I gave it to you 2 times, man.
Okay, I'm asking again.
And I'm not giving it to you.
Okay.
Are you going to sign it?
No, because I want your badge number.
That's fine. You want to put your hands behind your back for me? Hey, listen, my man. She said she's not signing it. Put your hands behind your back.
Sir,
ma'am,
you're hurting me.
Okay. I'm asking you to put your hands behind your back.
Sir?
Put your hands behind your back.
Sir.
Ma'am, put your hand behind your back.
Come on.
I need you to back up.
I'm just saying, like,
I need you to back up.
You don't need to touch her like that.
She's not putting her hands behind her back.
I'm asking a question. I'm just, all I'm doing is
Put your
asking
hands behind your back. I asked you to sign the ticket. You told me you're not signing it.
Sir,
Put your hands
I'm
behind your back.
asking you a question.
Okay. I'm letting you know. I'm not going to ask you again. I'm going to forcibly put your hands behind your back.
But, sir, Mr. Brooks, is this really necessary? Mr. Brooks.
Hold on. Hey, listen, my man.
She needs to put her. Let her
Can I?
put her phone.
Okay, you can put your phone down.
Okay, Mr. Brooks.
Give her a chance to, come on, sir. Hold on.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm not saying that I'm refusing to sign the ticket. I'm going to sign the ticket.
You don't have an option now.
Because but I'm going to sign the ticket, Mr. Brooks. I'm going to sign the ticket. I'm going to sign the ticket.
No, I'm not here to play games with you.
I know, but I'm going to sign.
Put your hands behind your back.
Mr. Brooks, I'm going to sign
Put your hands behind your back.
Why am I
You're actively resisting. Asked you to sign the ticket. You told me you're not signing.
I'm going to sign the ticket now, Mr. Brooks. I'm going
You
to
don't
sign
have
the
that
ticket.
option now.
Why don't I have the option,
Because
Mr.
I
Brooks?
gave you two options.
She was asking for your badge number.
I'm asking for your badge number, and I wasn't clear on why you weren't giving me your badge number.
Sir, you do not have to call her like that.
Oh my God, sir, Mr. Brooks, I'm telling you that I'm going to sign the ticket.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm going to sign the ticket, Mr. Brooks. I'm going to sign the ticket. Why am I being arrested? Can you please tell me why I'm being arrested? Oh my God, I'm so scared. God, please, in the name of Jesus, please, God, in the name. Why am I being arrested, Mr. Brooks? I'm going to sign the ticket. Mr. Brooks, why am I being arrested? Why am I being arrested? I don't understand why I'm being arrested. Can you please tell me why I'm being arrested?
All this nonsense should have ended the moment she said she was going to sign the ticket. Standing in the park after hours shouldn't have led to such brutal treatment.
What are you taking her for? I didn't take it.
Why are you pulling it out?
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Come on, sir. This is unnecessary. What are you doing? This is over. This over.
Why am I being arrested?
Just put your hands behind your back.
I don't understand why I'm being arrested. That's why I'm not putting my hands behind my back. You have not given me a reason. So why am I getting? I'm not. You didn't haven't told me my rights or told me why I'm being arrested. That's exactly why I'm not putting my hands behind my back, God, please. You have not told me, or you have not read me my rights or anything, and you're steady doing this to me. I don't understand. Can you please just tell me why I'm being arrested? That's all I'm asking.
I just told you.
Why? Why
You refused to sign the ticket.
I did not. I told you I was going to sign the ticket, Mr. Brooks. I told you I was going to sign the ticket. Can I please sign the ticket?
Put your hands behind your back.
I don't understand.
Put your hands behind your back, man.
I'm telling you, I'm going to sign the ticket, Mr. Brooks. I will sign the ticket, please.
Ma'am, put your hands behind your back.
Why you? I don't understand.
Put your hands behind your back.
You're handling me.
Put your hands behind your back.
Please, God, please.
Put your hands behind your back.
You're hurting me. You are hurting me.
Okay, put your hands behind your back.
I told you I'm not putting my hands. You have not told me or read me my rights. You have not done any of that. You're not telling me why I'm going to jail. Please, God.
Put your hands behind your back.
Please, God, in the name of Jesus. Please, God, why am I being arrested?
Y'all are hurting me. Seriously, just to go now move.
Oh my God!
Code 4063.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
That was unnecessary.
Oh my God!
Throwing her to the ground and arresting her without answering her questions was beyond outrageous. Instead of making us feel safe, these officers turned into a nightmare.
Can I please have my phone, sir? Mr. Brooks, now please have my phone. Please.
You're in custody.
Can you give Mr. Nick my phone, please?
Yeah, I can give him your phone.
Can you please give him my phone?
That's fine.
Thank you, sir. Oh my God.
Obstruction charges.
Oh my God.
Hey, person, he said she was doing too good combo.
Nick, can you please get my phone? Mr. Boyce is going to give you my phone, Nick. Oh my God.
No, I told her to call 46. I was, no, I'm saying, I was 26 before I was smacked. Oh, okay.
But my GPS kept going like reroute.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't feel good.
You feel what? Real sick?
Yeah. Yes, I don't feel good.
I don't know. What's wrong with you?
My neck is hurting.
My I'm going to be in the plaza where the marshal is.
I feel bruised. My neck and my back is hurting, Mr. Brooks, and I feel very bruised. I'm hurting. I'm hurting.
Okay, I'm about to raise Grady for you.
Oh my gosh, I'm hurting. My back is hurting and my neck and my arms are hurting. Oh my God, I'm hurting. Oh my God. I'm hurting. Oh my gosh, my neck and my back is hurting.
Which unit again?
The officers behaved unprofessionally and manhandled a woman. They should have remained calm and composed. This auditor is ready to give the arrogant cops a run for their money.
Get your license, registration, insurance on you.
The reason why you're pulling me over on my property?
We got called that you were unable to maintain your lane and you were driving recklessly down the dike.
Okay, so you were behind me the whole time. Did you see me swerve?
So, you got your license.
Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Officer Van Team from Clay Township Police Department.
Just to let you know, I am recording you.
Okay, I'm recording you too, sir.
I'm reaching for my wallet.
Okay.
You guys follow me home every night. Just to let you know.
Okay. What's your name?
You'll get it on my ID.
Okay.
There's my license.
Thank you, Brian.
Insurance.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Pulled me over because he said I was swerving. He followed me for a whole mile. Not once did he want to answer my question about if he saw me swerve. So, look. We got one. And I got one right there. They got two.
The officer clearly had an ulterior motive because he never answered the auditor's question about whether he saw him swerving.
You can come around to this side. You can come around to this side. I can hear you.
Are you waving your hand? Do you need something?
No, I'm just letting my viewers know that I got pulled over for nothing.
All right, that's fine. Let everybody know.
Can I get your name and badge number, please?
I'm Officer Thompson, 17.
Thank you. I don't know why you guys pulled me over. You guys followed me for a whole mile. And then he wants to say that I got called in for swerving. I asked him if he saw me swerve at all, and he didn't want to answer the question. So I'll be talking to my coach here about this. So, because if he would have been suspicious of me swerving all over the road, like, you can hear me just fine.
I can't hear you with the fan and window partly down, so. Like to speak up, I can hear you better.
I go, if he would have been suspicious of me swerving all over the road, he would have pulled me over sooner, not in my driveway.
So, also, I just wanted to know, my dispatcher notified us that you had a warrant. The RO of this vehicle, who you are, the RO of this vehicle, had a warrant. Part of the reason for your stop. It was at East Point. They are not going to come pick you up. Are you aware of the warrant out of East Point?
No.
Okay.
What's the warrant for?
Is it failure to appear for fail to yield or something?
Failed to yield. I never got anything in the mail.
So you're aware. You have a warrant out of East Point.
Okay.
You want me to quick run and see what court it is? I don't know off the top of my head.
Yeah. That'd be great.
What's intriguing about these cops is how they always act like the caller is 100% right without any investigation.
So you want to contact the 38 District Court in East.
And when was that warrant issued?
I honestly, I don't want to go back and look again, sir. If you really want me to, I will, but I would say I don't know off the top of my head.
And you said 38 District Court?
38 District Court, East Point.
Okay, and your name and badge number again?
Officer Van Team, Clayton.
Van Team? Okay,
Yep.
thank you.
Yes, sir. Have a good day.
Yep.
These cops cannot think critically or logically. They just do what feels right to them. I think they keep forgetting that it's called law enforcement, not feelings enforcement. This was not the only time where a cop pulled out an unexpected warrant on a civilian. Watch this next case where a similar situation unfolded.
10-4 can get white or green color Subaru with a spoiler on the back.
On July 12, 2024, a YouTuber named The World According to Lorray posted a video where he captured his interaction with police officers, where he complained that trash cans outside his 75-year-old handicapped grandmother had been taken away. How the officer reacted to this will leave you shocked.
Lorray.
Yes, sir.
So, I came out here by 7 o'clock this morning to put trash out. All our cans were there.
Okay.
Right? I literally just came out to put more trash in it before they started coming around. I noticed my can's missing. My can's gone.
Gotcha.
So I don't know why. We pay taxes. We pay the bill. So I don't know why.
So as far as I'm aware, I believe City Hall has collected them, so you'll need to get in contact with City Hall.
For what?
I don't know. Like I said, I believe the city has collected them at this time, so you'll need to contact City Hall.
Who in particular do I need to contact at City Hall?
I do not know who. Public Works probably would be the area, I would say, because this kind of falls into their realm.
Mhm.
But City Hall, just call up to City Hall, advise them of your issue, and I'm sure they will be able to put you in contact with somebody.
Okay.
All right, give me one moment, okay?
That's fine. Thank y'all.
You're welcome.
And I appreciate y'all coming out so quickly. Now, we've been having a lot of issues with the city, especially civil rights issues. So they're trying to force us off our lane and we ain't going. But that's why I'm documenting everything as I am.
Nothing wrong with that, sir.
Yeah, I get you. Morning. Somebody took our trash cans this morning. We don't know when. We don't know why. Like literally the trash cans. Yeah.
Clearly, the cop didn't take the man's complaint seriously and shrugged off all responsibility. Upon insistence, he decided to take his complaint.
And another thing, and I don't know if they checked, but people keep dumping down at the end of the road, Saucy Road down there. You see the brush and stuff on the side, but even in front of the sewer main thing down there with the gate, somebody done dumped a lot of boards of wood, like they pulled up some old hardwood floors.
Yeah.
So somebody need to come clean that up, but I don't know who it is. I don't know if I got a camera down there or not, but
I don't know. I would say that's City Works probably had to.
I'm just reporting it. So, you know.
Code enforcement and City Works.
Code enforcement and City Works.
Yep.
Hey, double check to make sure y'all cans ain't been stolen too. Are you good? Okay. So it's just us. Like for real, like full of trash. Full of trash, full of the recycle. Because the recycle guy just came through. One recycle bin and two of the garbage cans. Yeah. No, they always had two. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. No, I seen the truck when he came. I talked to the guy. Yeah. Yeah.
The man was waiting for the officer to finish writing the complaint, and once he was done, the real action started.
What time did you say you came out and put the cans out this morning?
7. Okay. It's like 7:15.
Around 7:15.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I got up. I got up and ran.
You just came back when you called in to us or called into 911.
Well, that's exactly when I found out they were gone. Okay. So I know they was out here this morning because I got up about 6. I ran and everything, worked out a little bit, came back in, grabbed some more trash, pulled everything out.
What's a good phone number for you, sir?
Area code 864-357-4545.
4545.
Yep, and I'm the youngest son of George and Leroy Benton, so
Gotcha.
I'm the heir to the property and everything. I grew up here.
Gotcha. All right, just give me a few minutes, okay?
All
We're
right.
almost done.
Yep. Already investigating Omar, because Santino Martin, he came and broke our water well. He damaged it. I know you don't trust me though. It's being investigated, but it's like it's too many conspicuous incidents relating to the city.
Yeah.
When you match everything together, the timeline, I'm like, okay. So this is the defining straw in the civil rights lawsuit.
In addition to missing trash cans, residents of that area were also at risk of getting their properties burned down, as there was no water in the water hydrants in their area.
They sent my mom a letter, and we got to go to court next Tuesday. I guess for a municipal violation, because since the city decided to turn our water off, I flipped the switch to connect back to our well. So now we drinking well water. It's the same water source, right? But my question is, where do I pick up a copy of that violation? Is it downtown at the?
It would probably be at our police department, our police office.
Okay, down at the courthouse. Where down on Cantyre or the old?
I think on Cantyre.
Or the old city hall.
I'm assuming at Cantyre.
Okay. Okay. I'll go down and get a copy of that. So I know my mom, I mean, we have a copy, but you know, sometimes I don't know whether it was a report or whether it's a file. They just have different stuff in the actual form of file.
Yeah, you just have to go up to the 323 Cantyre Street and get it from there.
Okay. Okay. Because they don't really tell you where to go pick up a copy of it, even if it's a code violation, where to go pick up a copy of it, but I guess...
Yeah, it'll be at the police department. You can go pick it up from. Any reports or anything, you go up to there.
Okay. Like code violations too, that's where we pick them up from?
Yep.
Cool. Cool. Now we know. Yeah, me and my wife will roll up there later on today.
After making the man wait for a long time, the other officer finally returned with something very unexpected.
All right, bro.
Here's your driver license and the case card, okay?
Cool.
That's the report for everything going on. So there is one other matter we're gonna have to handle today, okay?
The man was arrested because he had a warrant in his name. So instead of helping him out, the officers actually arrested him, making his situation worse. The man lived in a 100% African-American community. So it's safe to say that there might be a motive behind all that happened. If you think these officers were bad, then wait till you see this next one where a corrupt cop tried violating a man's daughter's rights until he showed up and set them straight.
We're gonna make sure there's nobody in there with a load waiting the out the window.
In August 20th, 24, a man saw his daughter and her boyfriend being pulled over by officers from the York County Regional Police Department in Pennsylvania. They were being accused of brandishing a during a road rage incident. What the officers did when the man arrived at the scene is just sad to see.
Why aren't y'all recording?
We recorded the people
no. You get pulled over, pull your cameras out, record them, and get name and badge numbers. You know you're blocking traffic, right? You know that bus had to go on the grass to get around you, right? Which is illegal.
Get around it. So you're welcome to banter, record, berate me. It's not going to change what I'm doing out here.
I don't give a fuck what you're doing. You're blocking traffic. I couldn't get around you, and the bus couldn't get around you. Do you give them permission to search your car? They didn't see it go. Anybody can ride down the street and say they saw a. You can be his little bodyguard all you want. Just stay out of my camera.
Who's the
name and badge number?
That's Sergeant Good, number 14. Are you the homeowner here?
Why does that matter?
Well, because I'm going to talk to the homeowner, see if either one we can get search warrant.
They're not here.
Okay. Does anybody here live here?
There's a couple people that live here.
Okay. Any adults?
Yeah, there's a few adults that live here.
Can I talk to one of them?
As usual, the officers responded to a call, and they didn't see a themselves, so they were waiting to find a way to confirm the allegations. But the way the dad handled the situation is worth watching.
I'm not here to bust your chops. I'm not accusing you of anything.
I don't give a fuck what you're doing.
We got a call, and they are explained to you or no?
No, the officers did, no.
Okay, all right. So we got a call about a road rage incident. They gave description of the vehicle, license plate number, description of the occupants. They said somebody waved a gun at them. Okay. So it is he said, she said at this point. Okay. But we also have to look at the motivation behind that call. Does that happen every day that just somebody randomly just picks out some random vehicle and says, hey, they did whatever?
Does it happen?
It can happen, but does it happen all the time?
So go get a warrant.
Okay. Well, then that's what we'll do.
You have to get a warrant.
Okay. All right.
You're not searching anything on this property without a warrant.
What we're going to do, though, in the meantime, because there's a firearm involved, alleged to be involved, is that we're going to do a protective sweep of the residence. We can do that without a warrant. Okay. We're going to make sure there's nobody in there waiting to out the windows. Okay?
There isn't.
Well, I can't take your word for it.
And you can't search that. You're not searching the house.
A single 911 call is not enough to warrant a search of the property, as the officer implicitly asserted here. They usually need a stronger reason, like screams coming from inside the house or similar situations.
How do I see you requested support for a traffic stop today? Is that correct?
Yeah, my daughter was pulled over, and now they want to search the house.
That's... Hi.
Hey, I'm Sergeant Good with the York County Regional Police Department. Are you his representing attorney?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So what we have is we had a road rage incident where somebody described a extended magazine was pointed at them from a vehicle that's here in the driveway. The people that are here in the driveway, the police officers got here and saw them go into the house. And we want to try to confirm whether there's somebody in the house with an extended magazine pistol that was waving it at people or not. I explained to your client that, one, we could get his permission to look for that specific style weapon, or we could apply for a search warrant. But first, we would probably do a protective sweep of the home to make sure there's nobody in there pointing a gun at us right now.
They don't have a right to search your home without a warrant, correct?
I told them they cannot enter the house without a warrant.
Well, there's a difference between entering the house and doing a protective sweep to make sure there's not somebody in there pointing right now. We wouldn't be searching the house. We'd be first doing a protective sweep, making sure there's no other people in the house that would do us harm. Then after that, we would apply for a search warrant to search the house for evidence.
Yes, sir, but you understand that he doesn't have to give you permission to enter his home unless you have a warrant.
Correct. For searching it. The protective sweep, I believe there's plenty of case law saying that we can make sure there's nobody armed and dangerous in there wanting to hurt us. Again, not to search the house, but to enter for a protective sweep.
You know, it is his private property, so unless you have a search warrant, you don't have a right to enter his home.
Okay, we might agree to disagree on that point for entry, but anyway, we'll apply for a search warrant, and as long as these people all stay out here, maybe we don't need to do a protective sweep, and we'll just apply for the search warrant. So, all right, very good. Thank you.
No worries. You have a great day, sir.
Do you want to talk to her about So I understand his, animosity towards us being here and everything else like that. But we are trying to solve a crime. I don't know if you want to talk to him.
Supposedly happened.
That
they have no witnesses here saying that it happened.
Right. We normally don't have the witnesses.
They just took a 911 phone call.
That was correct. Sergeant Good constantly appealed to the protective sweep doctrine, but that doctrine only allows officers to search private rooms inside a house if there is reasonable suspicion, which these officers didn't have.
I'm trying to look for cooperation, look for a specific weapon. If it's not there, great.
Don't touch me again.
If you want to talk to him, see if there's anything that he wants to do with us, great. If not, we'll just secure the way we're at now. But we're not going to let anybody go back in the residence until we have a search warrant, because very well could be weapons inside. And he's actually admitted there's other weapons inside. So we're going to be sitting out here for several hours waiting for the search warrant. Okay?
Yes, sir. I just, I have to protect my client's constitutional rights.
No, I get it. I totally understand. Yep. No, I get it. I just didn't know what all conversation you had before I got here on, whether. And then obviously too, I mean, one, if somebody has this weapon and they're willing to escort us to it and get it, great.
There is no weapon they're talking about in this premises.
If there is no weapon, then I understand that also. But we can't just say, somebody says somebody did the same thing to you.
So anybody can call and say, hey, this guy has a gun. And you're going and they're not here, so they can't say anything. They took a 911 phone call.
No, we talked to the person.
Notice how the cop threatened to make them wait outside the house for hours if he didn't allow them to search it. These tyrants resort to this method simply to fulfill their egoic desires.
So they're looking for it, and there is a bomb in the trunk of the car.
Okay.
I mean, they're going to get a warrant to search for a gun. So anything outside of the gun. Nothing, right?
They can take it, right? That's all.
Unfortunately, if they get a warrant to search the car, I believe they can press charges for something else being found in the vehicle.
What if we just let them search it and all they find is a bomb?
It's going to be up to their discretion on whether
I will go to that shit and smash it right now. And what can they do about it?
They can charge you. All right, go ahead. Okay.
So yeah, if you do give them permission to search, and they find something like that, just know that it is up to their discretion whether or not they want to press charges.
There was a twist in the situation. The daughter had the trunk of the car, and although the father had a medical license for it, he was not a passenger in the car.
Sometimes, when you are cooperative, they might let something like that slide, but there's no guarantee. So giving up your rights, in that instance, the charges.
I gotcha.
And so just because they're going to apply for a warrant doesn't mean that they're going to be successful in getting one. Sometimes, when you are cooperative, they might let something like that slide, but there's no guarantee. So giving up your rights, in that instance, the charges.
I gotcha.
And so just because they're going to apply for a warrant doesn't mean that they're going to be successful in getting one.
In hopes that the officer would leave if they complied, the driver eventually gives the officers permission to search the vehicle, and the vehicle only.
I got the reason that's here. I parked up there, kept an eye on it. It wasn't until
whoever was parked down there seen us the whole time. We're outside.
Yeah, we kind of see him. Okay. Once I saw him get the stuff out of the car. That was for no. I never.
This stuff.
That stuff.
Okay. All right. So they just bring the fishing rod. So nobody carried something in there. We're just looking for a large pistol with an extended magazine. So that's it. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You have a card?
In my car.
You got a card?
I'll grab it for you then.
You ain't got a card?
He's brand new. He don't have a card.
So glad I have this app now.
It's definitely a good resource.
Yes, I can't wait to tell him about this interaction. It's crazy.
After searching the car, the officer only found an empty holster and a water pipe in the car, after which they began wrapping things up.
Appreciate you guys. Look at the car. Really? No gun in it. So yeah, I mean, I don't know why they call her adamant that she saw.
That's because we were recording them because they had a bat. Like they were literally waving the bat out the window. Like, pull over, pull over, pull over.
A bat?
Yeah.
Like a baseball?
A baseball bat, yeah.
So they're following.
Yeah, they're following up.
The other people were upset because they both cut them off.
If I was more certain that somebody could have snuck the gun into the house, we would get a search warrant for the house. But
That's the only way you're entering the
but if
house.
these guys are saying, what's that?
It's the only way you're going to enter the house.
Right. No, I get that, and I'm not here to, flex on you or anything like that. Okay. But if my guys would have said, yeah, somebody carried a bag inside or something, then we would have. But yeah, but under the circumstances at that point, I don't think we are gonna search the house. I don't like you saw your attorney on the phone down there. I don't think we are, since we were able to check the car, and they're pretty certain that nobody's going to be done.
So they were getting closer.
The officers then conclude the interaction. Watch how they don't fully let them go, stating that they will be back.
We're gonna head over to the other half and talk to them.
Do they
have video also?
They do.
You gonna bring up anything?
I promise you they do.
I'll ask them to do.
They got to do.
Yeah. I mean, I would hope to see it. They could have also just been holding their phone as a scare type thing, but it could be a multitude thing. So yeah, I mean, I'll see if they have video. Like I said, we're not just harassing you guys here. We're gonna be talking to them and making sure.
And the reason why there is 4 cops is that one, this is one that we automatically send 2 guys on, and then I'm the 5th supervisor, so I'm gonna come. You know what I mean? And the other guy was semi-close at the south end of the red line, so I told him to. You know what I mean? It's not that, again, whenever we have a call that involves a firearm, we have to use caution.
So it sounds like everything's wrapping up there. Is that correct?
It is. For now, I'll let you go for now. If anything else happens, I'll push the button again.
Okay. Please do.
Thank you for your time.
Absolutely. Have a good rest of your day.
What's baffling about this incident is that the sergeant kept arguing that someone was waiting inside the house to harm them. But if that was true, why would they be waiting inside? Regardless, this cop got exposed by the man, and he will think twice before violating someone's rights the next time. These cops were thoroughly corrupt, just like the next correctional officers, who tried intimidating an auditor with a weapon.
Is there a reason you have that fire with you?
Yes. Medical rifle is used inside the facility.
On July 28, 2024, Sean from Long Island Audit posted a video in which he visited the Edoc County Correctional Facility in Alabama. Once there, he encountered some of the most corrupt cops ever.
So it looks like we have a correctional officer observing the inmate porters taking out the trash. Who are you?
Sergeant Daniel, who are you?
My name is Sean. My name is Sean. I don't need any help, Sergeant Daniel. Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
I mean, you can't be recording my guys.
I can't be recording who?
You can't be recording my work.
Why is that?
You just can't be. Who are you supposed to be with?
I just can't be? I'm just with myself. I'm not with anybody.
Okay. Well, I need you to go, please.
I'm sorry?
You need to go.
No, I'm okay right here. Thank you. Because I'm recording his workers. You mean your slaves? They're not your workers. They're slaves. I mean, let's call it what it is. Whether what they did or not was justifiable in putting them here and having them work for you, it's still doing work, not getting paid for it. Sergeant Daniel. At least he properly identified himself. That's good. So it looks like Sergeant Daniel brought backup with him to try and intimidate a journalist exercising his rights.
As you would expect, the officer brought in more cops to intimidate the auditor. This is what these tyrants do when their sense of false power is even slightly challenged. But this is just the beginning. Watch what the officers do next.
Excuse me? Who are you, sir? I'm just asking for your name.
Deputy Phillips.
Deputy Phillips? My name is Sean, Deputy Phillips. Is there a reason you have that firearm with you?
Yes. Medical rifle is used inside the facility.
Well, you're not inside the facility.
This is part of the facility.
This is outside of the facility.
There's no part of it. This is part of my job. This is my security.
Right. I'm just, there's no need for...
You are on county property. If you do not leave, I will call somebody up here and have you arrested for trespassing.
This is publicly accessible area.
No, it's not.
There's no restricted area signs or no trespassing signs. You all are correctional officers? Is this a restricted area?
Yes.
Deputy? There's no signs indicating that it's a restricted area.
Authorized personnel.
Yeah, parking.
It's still authorized. We're not authorized.
It says parking. I'm not parking, I'm on the sidewalk. There was no need for you to bring that out here. I know you want to seem cool or whatever, but I'm not a threat to you. You don't need to pepper ball. Absolutely ridiculous. It says parking for authorized personnel only. This is parking. Doesn't say authorized personnel only in this area.
These people were just gang members in uniforms. Sean was absolutely right. There was no reason for him to bring that fire there like that, unless he was planning to scare someone, which is probably what he was trying to do.
No need for that whatsoever. And again, you have to clearly, just for everybody watching, those signs are not clearly visible when I'm approaching from this public sidewalk here. So we'll walk back here. Even if they were, even though I'm not parking. As you can see, this is completely an open area, no fences or anything. We saw the judge's parking only sign. I came from a public sidewalk. We are on a public sidewalk. Walked over here. All connected. All connected. So tell me how, when I'm walking this way, am I supposed to or should have seen an authorized personnel parking only? If it's meant for people, there would be signage here on the public sidewalk saying that this is authorized personnel only in this area, restricted area, no trespassing. But from the public sidewalk that comes off of a public street, this is a public street as well, I walked over here and was filming in the public parking lot. Ridiculous. Well, we'll see if law enforcement comes or not. It looks like all of the correctional officers have gone back inside. That guy coming out here with the pepper ball gun, completely unnecessary.
After waiting for a while, the auditor finally decided to give his final words and leave.
They went back inside. We've been out here for a little while now. No law enforcement ever arrived because we're not breaking any laws. We're not in any restricted areas. We're exercising our constitutional rights. What I've noticed is that when I perform audits on correctional facilities, the correctional officers are one of the worst when it comes to escalating the situation. They are so used to getting their way and bullying inmates that they think they could treat any member of the public that way. And it's disgusting. Coming out here with a pepper ball gun, is that going to intimidate me? I'm not intimidated by public servants. Public servants serve the public. They are here to uphold my constitutional rights and all of our constitutional rights. With multiple officers, like that's supposed to scare me. Hey, get out of here right now. That's not intimidating me whatsoever. It's not going to, it never will. It's just ridiculous. And then to say that this is a restricted area, also ridiculous. They knew better, that's why they left. And that's why law enforcement hasn't arrived. I mean, we've been out here for about 30, 45 minutes now since our conversations with the correctional officers and no one came. Why? Because no one is breaking the law. Law enforcement officers enforce the law. No one is breaking the law here. I'm in a publicly accessible area. I'm exercising a constitutionally protected activity. It's absolutely ridiculous.
If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Click here to watch more. Detective Mystery, signing off.